Mexico City. And you don't think the English can beat Mexico?
It really depends on if England chokes. But the way Mexico's been playing, and then add in the crowd factor in Mexico City,
Boy, that'd be an entertaining game. I'd really like to see England have to go there with everything on the line.
Before we hit the spotlight, another move in the NBA, Colin Sexton, former Alabama star, joins former Auburn star Walker Kessler as part of the new look L.A. Lakers.
Jeez.
So Colin Sexton has agreed to a 2-year, $19 million deal with the L.A. Lakers. Lakers freeing up some money and getting very, very younger with LeBron James leaving the team yesterday. So Kessler of Auburn, Sexton of Alabama, now L.A. Lakers. Reasons to stay up late night. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, especially if you're a Lakers fan. You just said it, going younger. Yeah, you got to move on from LeBron at some point. Now you've done it, and you've gotten, Kessler. They're paying him like a really big-time star. And then, another young player in Colin Sexton.
All right, let's hit the spotlight. Hit it, Tyler.
Oh, my bad.
The College Football Spotlight
is presented by Alexander Shunnarah, trial attorney, Shunnarah.com, Shunnarah.com. That is the place to go. Whatever legal issue you face, you do not pay a dime unless they win your case with Alexander Shunnarah, trial attorneys. It is a Birmingham guy, Birmingham born and bred. When it came time to build his firm, as successful as he's been, he could have done that anywhere, but he chose his hometown of Birmingham. And now, more than 25 years later, you're talking about more than 150 attorneys under the same roof, more than 500 dedicated team members, and they are there to help you with whatever legal need you have. Alexander Shunnarah, trial attorneys. You don't pay a dime unless they win your case. Shunnarah.com, Shunnarah.com.
Big news yesterday for some when Ohio State announced that they are bringing in a veteran NFL scout to handle scouting and player personnel at Ohio State. Andy Howell is now in charge of scouting and player personnel at Ohio State. The last 14 years in the NFL. This is where this guy's been. That would excite you on the surface until you tell me the 14 years, what teams he spent with.
Cleveland and who else?
Cleveland, the Jets, and most recently the Dolphins. Browns, Jets, Dolphins.
That was funny. Do you throw the Dolphins in there?
Well, it was most recent.
Yeah.
That was his last stop. It was Browns, Jets, Dolphins for the last 14 seasons, and now he's going to run scouting for Ohio State. Can you pull up the big graphic from the Big Ten again? Best years behind them, Ohio State. Maybe we should start thinking about that. They brought in a guy that's been scouting the Browns, Jets, and Dolphins to run scouting for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I mean, he's at least seen good college talent in that time, right? They may not have translated to NFL talent.
Yeah.
This is an interesting move. So I guess this guy's in charge of just scouring the portal, and I guess the high school film too, maybe. But
particularly, though, the portal.
Yeah.
Everybody's got scouting guys now who just watch college football every week and is just – who we're going to go after in the portal. Where are we going in the portal?
Yeah, I mean, that's the world we live in. When we first started seeing GMs in college football, it kind of felt weird, but now that we're hiring NFL scouts too.
Yep.
But, I mean, that portal is so extensive, and it is so overwhelming to have one guy that's like, you watch every film of every game in the college football world, and you tell us who we need to go after.
Yeah, it's not just him. He's got a team, but he'll be heading it all up there.
Next Round hoodies and Next Round hats are all in one place. NextRound.store. Find your favorite piece of gear from your favorite show and put it in your rotation. You never know. You might be in one of our videos showing Next Round gear being worn all over the world. Find all your favorite Next Round gear by visiting NextRound.store. Place an order for you and that big Next Round fan in your life at NextRound.store. Look your best at work, at school, at the stadium, or anywhere you go wearing Next Round gear from NextRound.store.
When you trust a doctor with your life, they owe you proper care. If medical negligence left you or a loved one injured, you deserve answers and compensation. Alexander Shunnarah trial attorneys have recovered over $2 billion for their clients harmed by medical errors, misdiagnoses, and surgical mistakes. They fight hospitals and insurance companies so you can focus on healing. Don't wait. Medical malpractice cases have strict deadlines in Alabama. Call Alexander Shunnarah trial attorneys now for a free consultation. 659-777-7777 or alexwins.law. You pay nothing unless they win. Physical office location, Birmingham.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. The Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
All right, I'm in a, I don't know, somebody peed in my Cheerios mood today.
I've noticed.
I'll start off with give me the backroom shot. Give me the guy right there in the top left screen in our Brady Bunch screen. Little Messi back here.
Young Tyler, after American hero Flo Balogun gets a horrible red card last night. Yeah.
They protect Messi, who did a much egregious thing earlier in this tournament. We'll show you photos in a moment. Then you're going to have the audacity, after this travesty to our country last night, to walk in here and wearing the protected Messi jersey.
It did feel like an affront to us.
You've walked in and worn that. I think if you cared about the show, somewhere in this first segment, you will rip that thing off and grab one of those T-shirts, those
You gonna
free
buy
T-shirts
me a new
over
Messi
there.
jersey?
Yeah, that's an expensive jersey.
I mean, you don't have to
take it
You
off.
don't have to destroy it,
Yeah.
but just don't taunt us with it for 3 hours. Take that foreign on
It is good
America's. It's America's birthday weekend. We
That's
got
right.
screwed last night in y'all's game, the world's game. We have a good team finally.
That's right. They
And
don't want
to
us.
keep us from winning
That's right.
y'all's game. You screwed our superstar last
It
night.
did look like if we let America get good in this, we'll never have it again.
Well,
That's what it looked like last night.
Yeah,
Because
both were
because the world is here saying this is the best World Cup ever. The stadiums are great.
it here every
the
year.
Food's great.
That's right.
It's great. It's great. Thank you, America.
But by God, if we get a good team.
yeah, and now we're winning, and
That's right.
let's take out your star, so you'll get beaten the round of 16,
Yep.
and then you're going to come in and flaunting another team when your guy Messi plays by a different set of rules.
Yeah.
No,
What say you?
take it
Tyler?
off.
What say you?
Take it off.
Both were textbook yellows. Both bad calls.
Yep.
One is to
No,
protect
don't
the-
change now. I will say it right here on.
What do you mean don't
I will
change? I put
say
this
it-
in the group chat last
I
night.
will
and
say
you
it right
misunderstood
now.
my point twice.
Behind the scenes, nobody else heard this up here. Behind the scenes, nobody else heard this. Tyler said to me he thought it was the correct call.
Yeah, that is
None of you
not
heard
true.
it.
Nobody else heard it.
Yeah. Tyler said it was the correct call.
It's horse crap.
Yep.
I can't believe.
I've got a Neymar shirt.
Yep.
I've got some Netherlands gear sitting in the closet.
Well, if you show up in a referee's jersey, we're going to have words.
In the chat right now, should Tyler be forced to take off that jersey that he's taunting Americans
Be
today?
forced. What are you gonna do?
Oh, well.
What are we talking about here?
What do I have? What do I have that can hit
Is
you?
Jim
with?
going to come put belt to ass back here?
Be a little BTA, Jim. You've got a busy belt on.
I'll try to tackle you from behind and put my cleat on your back ankle. How about that? And you try to red card me.
This is, I mean,
Still a yellow.
it
Horrible
really,
call.
really feels like we got jobbed.
It really does.
That there is, I mean, and listen, I know this is going to be, typical American, new to the game of soccer. Yes, I am typical American. I love my nation. I don't watch soccer all the time. I'm only watching it because we're finally good. Okay? But it is coincidental that when we're finally good, or is it coincidental that when we're finally good, we are finally good and could go deep in this thing on our own soil with our own fans going crazy, singing Country Roads and Freebird, that we get the most controversial call in the entire event. That everybody that looks at it says, how on earth did the guy not call it in real time and they upgrade it to a red card on review?
Oh, it was a bad call. It was I think the ref had money on Bosnia because the odds
you-
were
you-
so good if you laid money on Bosnia.
You know who didn't think that was that joker that was coaching Bosnia.
No.
He bitched the entire game.
that was the most pathetic
I'm like,
display
it
of
was.
soccer management
And
I've
I'm
ever seen.
I'm like, dude, you are getting every call. They just ran our best player to the locker room, and you're complaining every single time that ref stands in front of you.
When he picked the ball up, I looked at my wife and I was like, somebody needs to get that
What,
double-breasted suit son of a gun out of here.
Double-breasted suit with sneakers, first of all. I mean, what are you doing?
They're showing the Messi photo on ESPN right now from different angles of how he starts right behind the knee and rakes it down. Look at this.
Jim's not going to let it go.
No, no. We
Freak show
shouldn't.
about how
We
still
shouldn't.
photos in
Yeah.
slow-mo are not what you use
if
to
we had-
make the call, and that's why the Balogun call was so bad.
This is like the holding call in football.
We have the same photos up as SportsCenter does right now, and they're debating it right now over there. It's exactly
There's nothing to debate. They're both textbook yellows.
no. If anyone's getting a red, it's Messi.
I would agree with
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
they both should be yellows.
But see, Messi's trying to tackle from behind. You admit that. Balogun gets run through. The only reason there's contact is because Ford runs through his back and knocks him off balance, and that's why his leg's on the back. It's context here. It was a screw job of a call. But
You can-
our men stood up
That's
and played
right.
like men.
One man down, and you know what we said to Bosnia and Herzegovina? You ain't scoring on us. You think you're going to score on us with a man down? Not the United States of America on our soil. You double-breasted suit, sneaker-wearing, bald-headed, you know what? Get out of America.
Yeah.
You go back
Meanwhile-
to Cancun.
They're on their
Meanwhile-
way back to Bosnia with its gray skies.
And Herzegovina.
And Herzegovina with its gray skies, gray air, gray food.
And did you see Malik
right.
Tillman?
Uh-huh.
He had to change cleats.
That's right. Why, Jim?
Because they kept stepping on his foot. Mm-hmm. No
I'm
foul
sure that was
calls.
accidental.
No foul
Kurt
calls.
Schilling with a bloody
Yeah,
sock.
the
That's
bloody
right, yeah.
sock scored
Bloody
a
sock
goal.
that, put it right there.
That's
I
right.
screamed so loud.
I
How
did
many,
too.
how
I
many
was
goals
cool.
did we get offside called on, and we were putting him in the back of the net all night
I
long?
know.
It was
Hey,
2
so,
or 3 that I
so
can remember.
here's what I don't understand about all sides.
I
Can you
did-
explain this to me?
Real quickly,
Okay.
in our group chat last night, there was a there was a meme of a guy who has my physique of why I don't play soccer, and they were using the video review of whether he's offsides or not, and he's standing like this, and his
guts,
stomach is across the line. Why I don't play soccer?
Bosnia and Herzegovina had one of those players. That one dude was thick for them.
Yeah.
Like he
Oh,
just,
yeah.
I can't remember. I
You
don't
know
know
the
his
guy
name.
with the big jawline
Yeah,
and
he
the Clark
was-
Kent hair?
He was
Yeah.
their captain.
Yeah, he's thick. I'm like, dude, most soccer guys are, they can't keep weight on. They
Well,
run so much.
he was the one that walked up after Balogun got the red card and patted him on the head and told him, "Hey, you just got screwed."
Yeah,
I
you
was
just
cheering
got
for you to get
yeah.
screwed, but you just got screwed.
The one offside we got, I don't know which goal it was that, of course, FIFA took away from us. But the one offside we got where everybody is starting to run back upfield, but they turn it over, so now we double back. That can't be offside. You've got to change the rule on that one.
So for
that's a terrible
For
rule.
offside, your attacking players cannot be.
I understand.
Okay.
But the ball is going back upfield. They turn it over, so everybody reverses field and goes back. Well,
It's a great part of the game is that they can also force you offside by the defenders stepping forward right before a pass, leaving you behind.
Right.
And that's actually good defensive scheming.
but my only problem with that one was it was a turnover by them. They kicked it to our guy, which immediately reverses field. How's our guy supposed to be onside? You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
well,
think
he
I
just
think
needs to take himself out of the play.
Well, I mean, he was
we
right.
don't pass
He was
it to him.
right in front of the net for an easy goal. What's it going to do?
That's why it's offside.
That's a terrible call. This is the equivalent of the targeting. Like sometimes,
I tweeted this last night. This is like us losing our quarterback. It's our best scorer.
Yeah.
You never get this in college football, but Balogun tries to touch the ball every time down, right?
yeah, and he
it's like
needs to.
It's like our quarterback
Yeah.
got tagged with targeting last night, so we lose him the rest of the game and then the next game.
Yeah, I mean, this is targeting where a guy is just over the middle and he makes the only play he can make. It's obviously not intentional. He's not looking to blow a guy up. He just makes a hit and it becomes targeting. It's what I've always argued in college football, why it shouldn't, always be kicked out of the game or suspended for the next half. Like, you need to be able to look at it and say there was clearly no intention there, which is the case in this play. He's going for the ball. Does he scrape down his calf? Of course he does.
Yeah.
But he's going for the ball.
I'll use soccer terms. The whole play lacked malice.
It did?
That's
It
the
did.
word they
Yeah.
use.
That-
It
that-
lacked
that-
malice.
Yeah,
That-
and
that-
when you give someone a straight red card, someone who has not been cautioned, you are arguing that it was malicious,
Correct.
that there was a deliberate disregard for every rule in the rule book.
Yep.
Like when Luis Suarez got the intentional handball call that I brought up a while back.
Yeah, which is essentially what the Mike Pereira of soccer that's got that super thick Scottish accent that I can barely understand sometimes. That's essentially what he said when they brought him on. He was like, had he been doing this the whole game, yeah, this could be a red card, but I don't see it.
Yeah,
And
it's
then-
basically like you're just escalating the situation
Yeah.
instead of going for like a lesser tool in your tool belt.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bad call, and much like nobody heard Tyler say that he thought it was a good call, and he really wasn't cheering
That's
for
right.
America
He was hoping
anyway.
America lost. So Argentina could take
very
this.
few people saw this last night when the referee pulled out the red card. Balogun had the greatest play of the night. He pulled out the skip card. From
The
Uno.
reverse.
Yeah, should have pulled out the reverse card.
The old reverse
You
card.
get the red card.
Yes.
A lot of fun on social media last night about this call. But when it comes down to it, the Americans win. It was a great night. But now on Monday night, we play back in Seattle. Good news. But Balogun can't play. And it felt like last night everybody was giving up. Like, now we don't have a chance of winning.
Ooh, I
And
disagree.
I'm saying that's what everybody felt like.
Oh.
That without Balogun,
Yeah.
this derails our run in the tournament. And that's why we're all griping so much. But it feels to me like this could be a uniting moment that will remind me of the 1980s U.S. soccer as we play Belgium, because in the warm-ups to USA soccer, the Russians in 1980 kicked our butts every time we played.
No, you're talking about hockey, not soccer.
Yeah, in 1980.
Yeah, you said soccer, so you're talking hockey.
USA hockey in 1980, the great gold medal Lake Placid. The lead up, the Russians kicked our butts all the time. Well, what's happened this time, Tyler? We played Belgium a few weeks ago, leading into the World Cup, and they kicked our butts. They scored 4 goals on us.
Mm-hmm.
And now
I heard them reference that
now
last
here's
night.
Belgium
Yeah.
again. And if we go back to 2014,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It was Belgium that eliminated us
Yeah.
the last time we were in the Sweet
Oh,
16.
so we owe them
Lewandowski
one, right?
with the easy tap in and choked it away, sent it sailing into the stands.
Yeah. So we owe Belgium big.
Yeah, so
that's our new Russia.
They've owned us. They've owned us.
Yeah.
So we owe them now. So now with Balogun down, this feels like something that would unite great Americans to overcome the obstacles.
So my entire life, my entire adult life, I have been told, hey, this is even outside of the World Cup, hey, this is a big moment for soccer. This is a big moment for U.S. soccer. This is a big moment for U.S. soccer. And inevitably, when I'm told that, we lose that game or something bad happens. But I thought last night, Jim, I felt like U.S. soccer turned a corner. And the analyst, the color analyst, referenced this. He's like, don't think this team hasn't heard how all the teams before them are a little soft. They don't have what it takes to play on the international stage.
He brought that up with the 64th minute.
That's right.
This is a big moment for us because this is usually when we fall apart.
Bingo. And then what happened? Your best player gets sent off and you're playing a man down. I thought we showed something we have never showed as a soccer team in this country. We showed immense heart. And I'll tell you who I credit is my old boy Pochettino. This guy can flat coach, and I think those guys play their tail off for him. That's why I know we're missing our best player. I think it will galvanize us, and we'll be better for it.
Well, and because of the coach, I agree with you. Because of
He can coach.
He did not.
He didn't panic.
He didn't sit in. He didn't go into a shell. He left. They were talking about it, the analysts and the experts were talking about. Okay, expect to see the American substitute here to sort of put more defenders out there to sort of have a different formation. But he left Pulisic out there. They thought Pulisic would come off and go more defensive. They left Pulisic out there, and what that did was allowed the offense to still push, which got us the penalty kick from Tillman, which gave us the game winner. Being aggressive. He never stopped being aggressive, and that's a key.
And here's what I like about Pochettino. I like everything about this guy, first of all. But here's what I really like about him.
I just wish he had signed that contract so we have him.
Oh, has he not signed it
through
yet?
2030?
They offered him a deal, and he hadn't signed it yet?
No, he hadn't signed it yet.
Well, because he thinks he's going to cash back in on Premier League now, right?
I don't know. He
But
just hasn't
anyway.
signed it yet.
Well, he's probably waiting to see how far they go and get more money. What'd you say he was getting paid?
Oh, I didn't say.
Yeah, y'all did. Somebody told me.
$6 million.
$6 million.
Yeah.
Here's what I like about Pochettino. If they had sent off Bosnia and Herzegovina's best player, that coach for them, they'd have had to put him in cuffs.
Yep.
Pochettino just kept coaching.
Yep.
I'm sure he was pissed about it. He argued a little bit, but he kept coaching. And that's what I like. I love that guy, man.
Yep. And we didn't argue too much either. And we don't do as much flopping as everyone else does.
I agree. We play it the right way.
Yeah. We get tripped in the box, we get up, we dust ourselves off. Yeah, technically we've been doing that for 250 years.
Yep. That was the American spirit you saw last night. I'm not just doing hyperbole for a sports show. That was legitimately the American spirit. Like you're good.
A little bit you are, but yeah.
No, not a bit. I'm not, Jim. That was the American spirit you saw last night. You're on our own soil. You're going to screw us, and you think we're going to lay down and take it? Absolutely not.
We'll get some more reaction after Brownie tells us about Alexander Shunnarah trial attorneys. Tell us about Alexander Shunnarah.
Shunnarah.com. Shunnarah.com is where you go when you are in need of any legal help at all. That's Alexander Shunnarah trial attorneys. Shunnarah.com. Now, when I say Alexander Shunnarah, you probably immediately think personal injury attorney. Absolutely. He has been tremendous at that over the years. But what you might not know is that he handles other things like fire and storm damage, bad drug and device cases, workers' compensation, employment. The list goes on and on and on with our guy, Alexander Shunnarah. Shunnarah.com is where you start whatever legal issue you face. Alexander Shunnarah trial attorneys, Shunnarah.com.
All right. On social media, all the stars in sports reacting to the call. Pat Mahomes, others, all right there reacting. Forrester, read us some of the comments from the big stars in sports when Balogun got the red card.
Let's go our boy Dan Orlovsky. You don't give a card for intentionally pulling Pulisic down before the half, but give a red card for an accidental step on an ankle. Absolute dog trash.
Dog trash. Bull crap.
Horse garbage.
Yeah.
It's Coach Shane Beamer.
Yeah. When Orlovsky starts when he's pseudo cussing, you know he's really mad.
It's bad. Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, man, what? Caleb Williams, red card is insane, man. 2 thumbs down. Dirk, not even American. That's not a red.
Yeah, his team went home.
Yeah, it's not even a red. That's not a red.
I mean, It's
McAfee, a red card?
I know.
What?
It just defies belief. Like it didn't. I mean, I know we see this in targeting every Saturday. It doesn't get called on the field and a guy ends up getting ejected. So we literally do the same thing in college football before we start piling on soccer, which, I mean, people were doing last night. But I'm like, guys, I love college football more than any other sport. And we do this every Saturday in college football, this same exact thing. You've got a bad rule. And targeting is a bad rule in college football. This is a bad rule. If you can go from 0 to ejection that easily, it's a bad rule.
Yeah, but we're protecting brains on Saturday. I mean, we're protecting ankles here. I mean, come on.
There is a difference. I don't disagree.
I mean, he'll be able to live after ankles. On Saturdays, we're protecting brains.
Yeah. I just, this is an organization that has historically been wrought with fraud, FIFA. They are not a trustworthy organization. And listen, I'm gonna be what people would call typical American, but I'll say it again. Event on our soil, everybody loving it. International people saying, "How have we not done this in the United States before? How have I not been here before?" And the minute we've got a good team, we get the most controversial call in the whole event. And I guarantee you there won't be another one more controversial than this. Not in this whole event.
1994, we hosted the Cup last time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and we were no good then, right?
We were pretty good. Did we make it to 16 then, too?
I think we made it to round of 16.
We weren't this good, though, were we?
No.
I mean, that team didn't look this good.
No.
Yeah.
By the way, Brown, very American of you to go full conspiracy theorist, too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't tell me you didn't think it.
And to make it sound like we had never hosted the Cup before.
No, I didn't say that.
We were like, we were hosting the event.
No. It's on our soil. It is. I don't know if you've noticed. These games are played. Santa Clara is in the United States.
Technically, we were we were in the first World Cup. We didn't host it. We were in the first one. We're an original team. So here we go.
Place.
We play again
Third
Monday
place.
night.
That's our best finish ever, right?
In 1930.
All right.
Monday night, we play Belgium, who had to survive the Senegal. I was at walk-ons, more on them in a second, screaming for the Senegal.
Which I didn't understand.
I wanted Belgium's a better team. I wanted to play the Cinderella Senegalians.
But as I pointed out, you now have to play the team who's good enough to beat Belgium if you get the Senegalese.
Yeah, Belgium's beaten us a lot. I feel like they've had our number.
No, I want a piece of them now that I know we owe them one.
Yeah, I want revenge.
That's right.
Yeah, 3-2 Belgium.
Me was heartbroken.
Belgium scores in the 87th and the 88th minutes to get it to extra time. Then they score, and it's 3-2. That was a crazy game. Crazy, too, when Dr. Congo was up 1-0 late and beating England, and then Harry Kane has to save the English overrated team again, as I was telling you yesterday. And now England has to go play Mexico City Mexico City.
I think they're favored, though. Tyler was talking like it was going to be, lambs to the slaughter, but I think they're actually favored in that game, Tyler.
3 more
Mexico's
games today.
Been playing
I know.
hearts out, and it's in the Estadio Azteca.
I agree.
That's
Got you on all
what
that.
has me worried.
3 more games today. Nothing that'll be as exciting as yesterday. It seems like that's the way it is. We have one great day like this, and then it'll be an day today. And then we get to the Sweet 16. Saturday we start the 16.
I believe so.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday the Americans are in the Sweet 16 game. There's the bracket. That American flag's out there. Can we get that American flag one more notch? Get it to the Elite Eight, and then we'll start dreaming. We'll start dreaming big there. Let's get through the Belgium Knights.
And we'll get Balogun back.
It's my new thing, by the way. I start, Senegalians. I just start making up things now.
I think it would be the Senegalese.
I love that you were calling them the Senegal. Like
the
it was a
Senegal.
citadel.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no,
I'm disappointed.
I was going the Congorians.
Yeah.
The Congorians.
I know. Watching these games with Jim, I'm like, I don't even know if he knows what these countries are.
The Congorians.
Dr. Congo is the one I really wanted to stick around. I just liked having Dr. Congo in it. I hate it they're gone.
All right. That's the World Cup yesterday. We'll get more snippets throughout, including the English team making it over to the Braves game. That was a pretty interesting thing. In our next segment, we're going to do another one of our big boards, and we're going to talk about the ACC season. Marty Smith's on the show coming up at 10:30. Nothing says America like Marty Smith at 10:30 on the live show. That's halfway through hour number 2 if you're on the podcast with us on this holiday weekend. More in our opening segment after Brownie tells you about our friends at Michelson Laser Vision.
969-8100, that is the number to call for Michelson Laser Vision. Perhaps your distance vision is failing you. And LASIK surgery is right for you. You want to know, you need to go to Michelson Laser Vision, get a risk-free evaluation. Doctors Mark and Jennifer Michelson, pioneers in the field of LASIK surgery. People come from all over the world to learn more about LASIK surgery from Doctors Mark and Jennifer Michelson. And likewise, people come from all over the country to have LASIK surgery from them as well. That's who you're dealing with, and they are right here in Birmingham, Alabama. LASIK surgery might be right for you. You'll find out when you call Amy and set that risk-free evaluation. 205-969-8100. Tell her you want Lance Taylor's Fighter Pilot Vision. 205-969-8100 or MichelsonLaserVision.com.
And yesterday we were at Walk-Ons, wonderful locations in our area at Stadium Trace in Trussville and Highway 280. We were out there with the Folds of Honor folks. Walk-On's a great place to go watch the World Cup all the way through, and then football all fall long, basketball season that rolls around. Great TV banks. We enjoyed those yesterday. Great food. And the celebration with Folds of Honor wasn't just yesterday. It goes on the entire month of July, thanks to the fine folks at Budweiser, Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, and those fine folks, and Adams Beverage here locally. Those prices that you had yesterday, you get those prices at the 3 walk-ons here in Birmingham, Trussville, Stadium Trace, and Highway 280, all July long. The entire month of July, you can go in there and get $2 bottles, $3 drafts of Budweiser and Bud Light as we celebrate 250 years of America, and we donate to Folds of Honor Alabama. Every dollar raised stays here in Alabama to help veteran families and first responder families who have given everything for our freedom in our country. $2 bottles, $3 drafts. Portions of that goes to Folds of Honor as well, but you can make a donation. Every table at those 3 walk-ons in our area, 280, Trussville, and Stadium Trace, are participating in this, and every table has a QR code on it. So when you go to walk-ons during the entire month of July, go by there while you're eating, throw $5, throw $10, throw $15, throw $20 in that QR code, and every dollar stays to help a veteran family, first responder family here in the state of Alabama. Thank you, walk-ons. Thank you, Budweiser, Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, Adams Beverage, and thank you, walk-ons and Folds of Honor, for celebrating America by helping celebrate and help out the folks that make America great and have made America great for 250 years. That's the entire month of July at those 3 walk-ons with those beer prices and your opportunity to donate with Folds of Honor. Go help us out by stopping by walk-ons. What a great time we had yesterday, and we appreciate all of you guys participating throughout the month of July. Sometimes you make and I don't know how this went, but Domino's had a promotion going on that if an American was sent off with a red card, they would give away $1 million worth of emergency pizzas.
Seriously?
Yep. Front Office Sports tells us this. Balogun received a red card in the 64th minute against Bosnia, and Domino's is now giving out over 60,000 free medium-sized pizzas.
How about that?
Yep, $1 million worth of emergency pizzas, because I assume they thought if we got a red card, we needed help and probably lost the game.
I mean, it's pretty uncommon, right? This is uncommon that a guy gets sent off with a red card.
Well, I mean, sometimes you get 2 yellows. Your second yellow, you get sent off. You play a man down.
But it hasn't. Has it happened elsewhere in this tournament so far?
Yeah, it's mainly been for the cover your mouth
rule.
Oh,
yeah.
But someone got a yellow for flopping.
Okay.
There's been double yellows.
Yeah, I didn't know how uncommon this was. So some marketing guru at Domino's, I mean, it's actually a good plan. Here we are talking about Domino's, so it worked to a certain extent.
Only the 4th time in history in the history of the World Cup, that a guy has scored a goal and then gotten a red card and been sent off.
Yeah, I heard that on the broadcast last night.
It's been 20 years since that's happened.
Yeah.
And it's only happened 4 times in the history of the World Cup. So Balogun keeps making history. And we're going to miss him the next round, but hopefully we'll get to see him play again for the U.S. in the round of 8. All right, college football when we come back. And we will talk about the ACC season ahead and some big recruiting news that happened yesterday. All that's coming up. The show being brought to you in part today by our friends at Odie's. Brownie, tell us about Odie's.
Odie's, 2 great locations, Edgewood and Homewood. That's the new location. The original location, Crestline Village, they're in Mountain Brook. Go there and enjoy a great lunch today. Rodney's Cheeseburger, the great wings, the south of the border roll-up. My favorite, the Diablo sandwich. Unique sandwich. Never had anything like it. The Diablo sandwich right there at Odie's. You could go enjoy that for yourself. The Big Cup cocktails, nice cold Anheuser-Busch products there as well with our friends at Odie's. Odie's Tavern, 2 great locations and live music throughout the weekend. Odie's Tavern, Edgewood and Homewood, and also the Crestline Village location in Mount Brooks, our friends at Odie's.
And our wonderful friends at Urology Centers of Alabama as well, helping guys stay on top of their health as they move from their 20s to their 30s, 30s to 40s, 40s to 50s, and so on. UCA is there for you. They've been there for you for 70 years of compassionate care, 70 years. And I tell you this stat all the time. In the United States, 1 in 8 men are impacted by prostate health, including prostate cancer. Early detection can save your life, and that's why it's important to get a baseline and stay on top of that prostate health with our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. But they do more than just prostate health. They're prostate to kidney stones and everything in between at Urology Centers of Alabama. 205-930-0920 to make an appointment. Men or women, all your urological needs are here at 10 great locations. You can see everything they offer and get more details online right now. UrologyCentersAlabama.com.
Follow LT on Twitter at @TheLanceTaylor.
The insurance company called. They offered you a settlement. Sounds good, right? Wrong. They're counting on you not knowing what your case is really worth. They're betting you take pennies on the dollar because you're scared and overwhelmed. Don't fall for it. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys has recovered over $2 billion for going to war with insurance companies that try this every single day. Call 659-777-7777 or alexwins.law. Free consultation. You pay nothing unless they win. Physical office location, Birmingham.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Never miss anything from the next round when you listen on demand through the podcast platform of your choice. Apple, Spotify, iHeart, or Google Podcasts. Wherever you listen, always like, follow, subscribe, and turn on automatic downloads so you catch every part of the next round. Listen anywhere in the world at any time on the Next Round podcast feed, and support the show by following, subscribing, and turning on automatic downloads on any podcast platform. Thanks for always making the next round a big part of your day.
Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today.
Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from the Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness. Hey, for all of your IT and printing needs, reach out to our friends at Xerox Business Solutions. Look, I'm still one of those old school guys. I print my notes every single day for the show. If you watch the show here on the Next Round, you see all the notes in front of me. From day one, Xerox Business Solutions, they've been with us here at the Next Round. Local for over 45 years. For all of your IT and printing needs, visit XeroxBusinessSolutions.com or call 205-969-3000. That's 205-969-3000. Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Several of you on social media say we're embarrassing ourselves with our soccer talk.
Oh, they go.
I don't care.
I mean,
Damien checks in. All this soccer talk and agreeing going on, and yet Tyler still has Messi's jersey on. What's he doing?
It's 9:30, and he's still wearing Messi's jersey.
You're flaunting yourself. Yes. We've offered you free T-shirts, your choice from the rack over there. Mm-hmm. You didn't knock down enough balloons. You get to choose from the rack number 3. You can't choose from rack number 1.
I already have one of those T-shirts.
Well, you got two. You got two if you put that one on.
You can refold it, and we'll sell it as previously used at that point. But
that's it. Win Tyler's shirt. You do another contest.
I mean, you're now Damien and others are noticing you're not just taunting me and Brown and Forrester and Tyler. You're taunting the audience.
Mm-hmm.
by wearing this the day after we got a red card. I mean, it's not even 12 hours old yet.
That's right. I'm still hurt.
I think the actual soccer fans, the actual people with ball knowledge will respect that I'm wearing Messi's jersey.
Ball knowers?
And not take anything by it.
Well, I had to have a discussion with my daughter, my innocent 12-year-old daughter, about if the United States faces Ronaldo, that she'll be pulling for Portugal. And I said, not under my roof, you will not. And she was like, I like Ronaldo.
Well,
and I was like, well, I don't care how much you like Ronaldo.
A different favorite player.
Well,
anyway.
she likes Ronaldo, and I was like, let me just explain something to you. If the United States is playing anyone, you're pulling for the United States if you live in my house. Now, if you don't live in my house, you can pull for anybody you want to pull
If you'd like to go over to a friend's house and watch the game, that's fine.
Just the way
you and your mom can go down to walk-ons if you want to go down there and cheer for another team.
Yeah.
They're going to boo you out of that place, but that's fine.
That's right. But when the United States is playing, we fly the flag proudly here at the Brown House. It is stars, stripes, forever. And that's the end of the story. So Ronaldo can go, pound sand for all I care if he's playing the United States. So I think I got the point across last night, Tyler.
To college football we go after, I
we don't like
remind you.
Ronaldo fans anyway.
Yesterday, Auburn picked up a recruit, 4-star edge rusher. Not a surprise here. MJ Evans from over at Spain Park. He picks Auburn, another 4-star recruit. I think it was 14 recruits in June. I saw some folks discussing. Our buddy Kyle discussing whether or not it was the best recruiting month in Auburn history, June. But there's a 4-star starting July from Spain Park, MJ Evans, 4-star edge, the guy there. And we'll get to some more recruiting. Pete Nakos has, from On3 Sports, a thought on what June was in college athletics. But, Tyler, let's do that spotlight right now and do another tier system with the ACC, and let's knock that thing out.
The College Football Spotlight
is presented by our guy, Alexander Shunnarah. He's a great American, too. Alexander Shunnarah loves his country. He loves the city of Birmingham, too. This is where he was born. He grew up in Birmingham, went to school at UAB, and when it came time to start one of the top legal firms in America is what this has become, he could have done that anywhere and been just as successful. He knows what he's doing. Could have done it anywhere. He chose to do it in Birmingham, Alabama. Why? Because it's his hometown, and his first obligation was to take care of his hometown. That's what he said. Well, he's done that very, very well. Recovered more than $2 billion for his clients. Do you need legal assistance? Be one of those clients. Birmingham's own Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys. Shunnarah.com. You don't pay a dime unless they win your case. Shunnarah.com.
By the way, our 40 and 40 countdown, thanks to all of you who have voted. If you did get an invitation to vote and you haven't gotten it to Brooks yet, you should hurry up. If not, you'll be closed out and maybe in the mood I'm in, put on a permanent ban of never being a 40 and 40 voter again.
In your Argentina jersey.
Because I just picture them sitting at home in a messy jersey right now, not voting.
Yep. I'm not going to vote for college football.
Yeah.
So vote. How many? We got a few left out?
I think
other than Brown, we got a few left out.
We got a few
on the show.
Yeah, we've only got 1/3 of the show's panel.
Yes, I'll have it to you. I promise you, I'll have it to you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
No, we got a few people who haven't sent it in, who immediately respond with, "How long do I have to get you the poll?"
What's the answer to that?
Which tells me that I'm going to get it to you at the last second.
Yeah. What's the answer to how long do I have to get you?
I told everyone, please have it to me by Friday.
Okay, I'll have it to you by Friday.
That's tomorrow. Correct?
That is tomorrow. Yes,
tomorrow.
That is tomorrow.
On a holiday weekend.
On a holiday weekend, I'll have it.
Yeah, on our day off.
Jim can attest, having done this for years, that I may be the last one, but I do beat the deadline.
You may not be the last one.
But I do beat the deadline.
Lance is on vacation.
Well, Lance has extenuating circumstances.
But for those that got an invitation, and if you think you were getting an invitation and haven't seen an email from Brooks yet, then go check your spam folder.
Yes, that did happen to a few of you. Because a few of you gave us company emails, so it probably went to your spam.
I don't do that on company.
Check your spam and see if you thought you were going to be a voter and maybe got an acknowledgement, a wink and a nod from me saying you were a voter. Check your spam because there's the official way of sending that in there right now. So go do that. We start Monday on our countdown. But right now, we've been doing this all week. We're going to do the ACC and our team tiers. Let's show the back big screen. We did this with the SEC. We did it with the Big Ten. Now we're going to do the ACC. We're going to fill out some categories. And this walk through college football is brought to you today by our friends at Lance's Lock, lanceslock.com. He'll have plenty of locks for you through the rest of the World Cup. He's red hot in baseball, something the Braves can't say right now. That is lanceslock.com. You can go play with lanceslock.com right there and get your favorite picks. And it's brought to you every day by our friends at Hemp Hill Services. Whether you experience plumbing, heating, or cooling issues in your home or your business, they're ready to serve you. Contact Hemp Hill at 205-229-2090, 229-2090. Hemp Hill Services, the name Birmingham's trusted since 1954, not just for your home, but your business as well. It's our friends at Hemp Hill. All right, here are the 16 categories again. If you have missed us doing the SEC and the Big Ten, you can go back and check on Tuesday's show for the SEC breakdown and Wednesday's show for the Big Ten breakdown. Or you can just go to social media, and Brooks has it laid out for you there. We'll do the ACC today and maybe the Big 12 later in the show as well. National champion, if anybody in this conference can win a national championship, who it is. The ACC championship game, who could make the ACC championship game? Who else could be a playoff team? Who's on the bubble? Big surprise, biggest disappointment, stuck in a rut, turned the corner, NIL riser, NIL slider, just satisfied making a bowl game, 3 years away from being a good team. Best years behind them, maybe. Surprise firing this year, hottest seat, and the worst team. Now, we've got 16 categories, 17 teams, so like with the Big Ten, we may double dip on a couple. These come out with random logos. You can't put one team in two slots. Brooks, give Brown the first logo.
Let's go with SMU.
They're not stuck in a rut. I'm going to break the mold here. Yeah. I am going to go SMU college football playoff bubble.
Bubble.
Mark
that down as possible. Put an asterisk by it. We may come back and adjust.
Yes,
we do adjust
never liked
at the
any
end
of my
sometimes.
early picks, and none of them.
Yeah. No, your ruts have been spot on.
What would be awesome is if we sent this out and under national championship, we just put pass or something like that.
I actually had that thought.
Yeah.
Maybe we double up on two categories and just leave national championship blank.
Yeah, we just put a laughing emoji. Maybe. Hold on. It'll get some clicks. Give me my logo. Who's next? By the way, I would put SMU as either an ACC championship game or playoff. Okay. I'd have them above the bubble.
Jim, I put the Blue Devil face on here especially for you, so I'm going to give you the Duke Blue Devils.
Duke Blue Devils.
The defending ACC champion.
They are.
Not filling that one again.
Here's the problem is we've got to have a national championship, a title game participant, and a college football playoff participant out of this same conference.
That's right, which is why the bubble seemed...
Well, but I don't think SMU makes the playoff. I mean, what am I supposed to do, put them in the playoffs?
I do think the ACC gets two teams in this year.
Well, we're still going to need a third team to fill out that top line.
Not necessarily. I mean, we had two teams that played in the ACC championship game
That's
last
a good
year,
point.
And nobody made it in there.
That is this dumb conference.
Yeah. For me, Duke... because of what they did last year, I'm going to put them in the biggest disappointment category.
So the D is for disappointment.
Yeah. Because they're losing Mensa. I think they're still too good to just be satisfied with a bowl game. I don't want to say their best years are behind them because I could say that.
Yes.
But I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them right there at biggest disappointment. Next one for Brown.
Let's go with the Fighting Bill Belichick's North Carolina Tar Heels.
There's no doubt they would be satisfied with a bowl.
Yeah,
game.
I was going to go Happy Bowling. That's where I was going to go.
But I think you can put them in some other places.
You probably could, but I'll leave them at Happy Bowling. I don't think they're stuck in a rut yet. He's only been there 1 year.
Yeah.
Happy Bowling.
I mean, honest Brownie, if I'd gotten
Surprise
North Carolina,
firing?
I was going to go surprise firing.
I can be talked into that. I mean, because I look at the rest of the conference, firing Norvell is not a surprise.
Nope.
You got a lot of first-year coaches in there, and I don't know, Dave Doran or Norvell would be the other surprise firing. You could put Caroline in there. You go ahead and move that, Brooks. I'm okay with surprise firing. I had thought about that, but now that I look at the rest of the conference, I don't know who we would use for surprise firing.
It would probably wind up being like a mutual parting of ways. If
Yeah.
it went down that way.
But ultimately, it's going to be North Carolina saying we're tired of this.
Yeah, we're tired of this show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it may not. You're not going to fire NFL Hall of Fame coach Bill Belichick, but I don't think he's the coach there next year. It's going to be a horrible season. They got one of the toughest schedules in the nation.
Let's go with the Louisville Cardinals.
That was my playoff bubble team. So I'm going to throw Louisville in the ACC championship game.
Wow.
So I'll put them as the ACC championship game loser. Well, you sort of painted me into.
Well, but I'm just going to say this. This is behind the scenes, but I heard you say it yesterday at walk-ons. You have got a surprise team winning this conference. Why would you not save the title game spot for them?
Because they can make the playoffs.
Then how are we going to put a national champion that's not? Yeah. I know Miami just almost did it last year, so I guess that's the way we're going to do it.
Yeah,
and we can always come back at the end and make our CFP bubble where it's got two teams.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's true.
Let's go with the best uniforms in the ACC now, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Georgia Tech will be. I mean, I could make an argument turning the corner for Georgia Tech. I think
are they not stuck in a rut?
I mean,
it's a good rut. It's a better rut than they've been in.
Well, they've got another win totals every year under.
Yeah, I don't think they're stuck in a rut. I'll go turning corner. Put Georgia Tech in turning corner.
Do you think they're better this year than they were last year?
I don't know. I mean, I think they can be.
Depends on how good Mendoza, brother.
Yeah, the younger Mendoza.
Okay. What's next?
Let's go with Syracuse.
This is a hard league, by the way.
Yeah. Well, when you got a bunch of crap teams and not every category is crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a hard league. I can do the Big Ten and the SEC in order alphabetically off the top of my head. Couldn't do that with this conference.
You got the Cuse? Is that who you got right here?
Yeah.
If Lance was here, he would, and he had a choice. This would be big surprise.
I agree,
and that's where I was thinking about putting them.
I got no problem with that. Because you're real big surprise. You're going to put in another category if you get them. Now that's the problem is if I get them, I don't feel the same way you do.
That's why I was saving big surprise for them.
But what if you don't get them?
Yeah.
I mean, again, as we always say, we can make changes at the end of this.
I'm going to put Syracuse at 3 years away.
Okay.
By the way, never noticed how much Syracuse and Stanford's logos look alike. Stanford's just kind of looks like that with a tree.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's red with a tree instead of orange.
Yep.
Let's go with the Cal Golden Bears.
That's Jim's team.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to put them, Jim? You're going to argue with me wherever I put them. So tell me where to put them.
I would have put Cal in the ACC championship game.
Well, we could put two in that category. We make this game. We got to have two teams somewhere.
They got a lot coming back. They got quarterback back. They've done well in recruiting and NIL.
Yeah. I like Cal in the ACC championship game. I like SMU in the playoffs, and I like Louisville on the bubble.
Well, put Cal in the playoffs. We'll come back and adjust.
Okay.
College football playoff. That's a terrible pick. There's no way Tasha LaPoy is going to coach a team for the college football playoffs. Why are you so big on Cal?
Good quarterback whose name I can't pronounce.
Sacagawea, leading Lewis and Clark to the playoffs.
He found the Pacific.
Yes. Look, we have found the playoffs.
Who's next?
Let's do the Pitt Panthers.
That's where I would put stuck in a rut. That's who I would have. There's two that I could argue stuck in a rut.
Don't they go up and down? I mean, help me here.
That's the rut. It's like, it's just the same. I feel like it's the same thing over and over with Narduzzi. There's one more that I think you could argue is stuck in a rut.
Yeah, I think I know which one you would put there too. So you're going to go stuck in a rut there?
This is Dunaway's team.
Oh, okay.
I appeased him by putting Cal in the playoffs
Well,
for some reason.
We've not left a spot for Clemson so far.
Oh, I've got a spot for Clemson.
Okay. Pitt. Okay, we'll put them at stuck in a rut and we'll come back.
Okay, sounds good.
What's next?
Let's do Clemson. Clemson Tigers.
Window closed.
Best years behind them.
Yep.
Windows closed.
Yep. That's easy.
That is so incorrect.
Where would you have put them? Or who would you put window closed? I mean, whose window was open in this league?
Yeah. Well, I'll make some cases at the end because you're right. I mean, there's some categories that Clemson doesn't fit in. The NIL is going to be hard here.
No, no, NIL riser is easy.
Well, not if you're putting that team in the national championship.
Well, I'm not. No, that's not the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
Let's go with Boston College.
That is, to me, I'm going to put that worst team
in front of Stanford, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We may put two worst teams.
Yeah.
Well, Boston College is one of them.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the argument, but I think
okay. Let's do this. Let's go Miami. Let's go ahead and put them in national championship. If there's one in the league, we think it's Miami, correct?
I mean, if I'm going to argue for one, that's probably it.
And if we're going to have the NIL risers, Virginia Tech,
right? Easily.
Okay.
Yeah. Hottest seed is obviously Florida State.
Yeah.
I mean,
Florida
that's
State's
the easiest place to put the hottest seed is Florida State.
Yep.
Big surprise. I mean, I would put. Shoot, I don't know. Big surprise.
Satisfied with a bowl game.
I mean, any of those left
would be happy. NC State.
Wake would be happy bowling.
See, I was going to say I think NC State could easily be stuck in a rut.
That was the other team I would argue for.
They're just at a 7 to 9 win plateau and have.
That's exactly the other team I would argue for.
Dave Doran is NC State's winningest coach of all time. He's been coaching there since 2013.
But he's done
he's never had a 10-win season.
He's done it 8 wins at a time. That's the problem.
Go ahead and fill out the categories. Just throw them in there because we're about to
adjust.
Yeah,
I would go Stanford NIL slider. Do they have or Wake NIL slider? I mean, do they have any money? Either one of them?
I would say Wake NIL slider, right?
Uh-huh.
They're so small.
Yep.
Satisfied with a bowl game, Stanford.
Yeah, they would be.
Yep.
And then Virginia, big surprise.
And then Virginia, big surprise.
And we got to figure out where to put Wake.
So they were a big surprise last year, though.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the big surprise. They're going to do it 2 straight years.
Wake's the NIL slider.
Okay. What do we got left?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Unless we want to change any of the categories.
Well, Jim does.
Well, we do. Let's do it as a team. You can talk me out of it. Miami is the national championship choice. ACC championship game, playoffs and bubble. I'm okay. Let's make Cal the biggest surprise.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we going to do with Virginia?
Okay. Let's move Virginia. Put Virginia out for a second. Okay, move Cal to biggest surprise. All right.
See, I think Virginia could take a step back from an 11-win season.
Yeah,
I think so too.
That'd be a big surprise.
They don't have a quarterback.
I think disappointment would be a good spot, a good landing spot for them.
Okay. What do you do with Duke then?
Maybe they just get back to a bowl game. I don't know.
No, let's just put Virginia in there with Duke. We'll double that up for a second.
All right.
I feel like SMU is a playoff team, so let's move them to the CFP. I could see Louisville getting to the championship game, but losing the championship game and not making the playoffs.
So does that put them on the bubble or in the title game?
Put them in the title game.
All right.
So now we need a bubble team.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, to have a bubble team and all of this.
That's what I'm saying. That top line with the ACC is impossible.
Yeah.
I would almost be happy if we just shifted everything to the right, literally, and left national champion empty.
Well, let's do that. Let's put a laughing emoji in.
I mean, we can do anything you want.
So SMU, I don't want SMU on the bubble though. Put Louisville on the bubble. SMU in the playoffs.
SMU in the playoffs. Louisville on the bubble.
Yeah.
And national championship empty.
Laughing emoji on the
Laughing
championship.
emoji. Yeah.
Yep. And then what does that give us? That gives us Cal as a surprise team, Virginia.
And Duke is disappointment.
The two teams that played in the ACC
Yeah,
championship.
the ACC rematch, yep.
Stuck in a rut.
Pitt
Turning
and NC State.
corner.
Yep. I like it.
NIL winners. Stanford, happy with the bowl game. Syracuse. Clemson, best years behind them. I mean, they'll never be what they were, so you can technically say that.
Yep,
yeah,
very definition of it.
Yeah. And then a laughing emoji on the national
Yep,
champion.
I'm good. I think we got one.
Yeah, and then we'll end up.
No, this will get recycled by the Miami
end up
fans.
eating this one at some point.
Yeah, when Miami wins it all, this will get this will be the one.
I guess you couldn't do from the '70s TV show where family. What was the name of the show where Willis is saying, "What you talking about, Willis?"
Oh, that was Different Strokes.
Different Strokes.
Yeah.
That little kid saying, "What you talking about, Willis?"
I'll come up with something good for it. I'll just put a red X there for right now.
Okay.
Just
That's
a
a placeholder.
laughing emoji. All right. Let us know what you think in the chat. Give us some chat comments, Brownie, after I tell everybody about the great folks at Storm Restoration Roofing. StormRestorationRoofing.com, your opportunity to get a free, no-cost roof inspection. Greg will get on that after the holiday weekend. So get in line to get that free, no-cost roof inspection by calling 205-542-3531. 205-542-3531, stormrestorationroofing.com. Roof replacement, storm damage repair. It's got a soft wash program that can make your stained roof look new again or newer again. Also helps extend the life of that roof as well, that soft wash program that Greg has at Storm Restoration Roofing. Locally owned for over 20 years. A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau, but it all starts with a free no-cost roof inspection. 205-542-3531. You can text that number as well. Go to Facebook, Greg from Pell City, or online at stormrestorationroofing.com. Comments, Brownie?
A lot of people early on are like, Miami is your only pick at a national champion. Now, that's before we changed the rules on the fly that we could leave that out. So that was very early.
That is true. That is true.
Nick says, I would not be surprised if North Carolina did fire Bill Belichick. So there you go. Jay says BC or Stanford, I think he's saying could be the surprise firing from Goose Dabo. There were rumblings last year. He has a losing season. He could be gone. Big surprise, Louisville from the chat. As of all fans says, Bobby P's already working behind the scenes to get the head coaching job at UNC. Don't forget, he's the offensive coordinator.
He may not get it, but he can cut the legs out of
That's
Belichick.
Right. Mr. B says Louisville can't afford sports. They're literally underwater. He was making an argument for Louisville not being where we had them, but being the NIL faller.
Slider, yeah.
Landmine Believer, Georgia Tech, a playoff team. They've already turned the corner. Goose says, turning the corner, Georgia Tech's win total is 6. They'll take a step back. They are definitely window closed.
I wasn't window closed, but I didn't think Georgia Tech was turning the corner.
Yeah. I think they are. Jay says, Dunaway's got a lot of faith in Tosh Lapoy. The Tosh Lapoy I remember, and I was going to bring this up yesterday when you were at walk-ons.
That's defensive coordinator.
Well, Pete Golding had to take over as defensive coordinator.
Yeah, this is head coach. It's a much easier job being a head coach.
At Cal, where nobody wins.
The guy's recruiting his butt off.
Yeah, Nick says, is Cal supposed to be good? I mean, this Cal thing really came out of nowhere.
Well, they're a big surprise. Sit back and watch. Big surprise, Cal.
Tyler says, for the ACC, you really don't need half these categories.
Yeah. Is that Tyler?
It's different Tyler. Not
the messy jersey wearing. Yeah.
Scott Forrester, one of the best in the business, says from the back row, am I imagining that Miami just played for the title? You were not imagining that at all, Scott. Miami definitely just played for the title.
That did happen, right?
It did happen, yes.
Okay.
Literally almost made the playoffs and played for the title. They were almost 2 squares in this last year.
And just upgraded at quarterback, correct?
Yep.
Some would say, yeah. I mean, I think so, maybe.
They're also an NIL riser. Miami checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
Except national champ.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just that's pretty much that's a good representation.
Yep.
Charles asked why we didn't include Notre Dame since they're technically ACC. It just felt weird to do that. Now, it would have made that top line a lot easier if we had thrown Notre Dame in there.
It would. But
apparently, Cal has a pretty favorable schedule this year.
Thank you.
Favorable schedule.
Maybe Scott can pull that real quick.
It's
So,
not.
let me pull it up.
Does nobody else do research on the show?
Well, I have not. I'm going to be
Well,
honest with
that
you.
hasn't come up yet. So.
I haven't done my vote yet, as you're well aware.
Yeah.
So I have not looked at the Cal schedule. Let me pull that up real quick, Jim. So you've looked at the Cal schedule.
By the way, Brooks, on my ballot,
add Cal.
will you take Cal out? Whoever I had 25th, would you put Cal in there?
Sure.
So Jim now has them winning the ACC.
I mean, clearly they'll be ranked if you've got them.
That's right.
Cal
Scott's
opens with UCLA. They host UCLA.
What a great game.
Oh, yeah, great. It is late night ESPN on that first Saturday, so you'll get a 9:30 kick on that one from Berkeley.
Great non-conference game.
Yeah.
And see, now I've given all of you a reason to watch it.
That's right.
Either Dunaway has landmined this team. They're losing to UCLA by 3 touchdowns on the first night.
At the Cuse.
Oh, at the Carrier Dome.
Yeah, the week 2. Wagner, which they'll win, then they host Clemson. I mean, that's an interesting September for them. There's no doubt about it.
UNLV's not a given.
On the road. You said this is a favorable schedule, you think, Brooks?
They avoid Miami and Louisville.
They do
but
that.
Then they play Virginia Tech. UCLA, Syracuse on the road, Clemson, UNLV, Virginia Tech. The team I have labeled biggest surprise could be a surprising 1-5.
That's right. Then back-to-back at SMU and at NC State. I wonder if they'll just stay out east for those games.
Wow.
It's back-to-back road trips. Then a bye week, and then they have to go to Virginia. So they've got it's such a ridiculous schedule.
They fly coast to coast.
They go to SMU, to NC State, and to Virginia.
Maybe don't be in the Atlantic Coast Conference.
3 straight games. How are you going to do that? And then they host Stanford and Pitt.
It's about like what happened in baseball where they flew a team out there for one game in Charlotte.
That's a tough-ass schedule.
It is. I mean, just those road trips in October and November, having to go to SMU, to Dallas, to Raleigh, and to Charlottesville, 3 consecutive games. You at least get a bye week in there, but that is a lot of travel.
Yep. That is crazy. Crazy. Tough schedule.
Yeah, looking at that, I don't like
it. It's going to be a big surprise.
Okay.
All right. That is, I may have.
I'll go at him in, Jim.
Yeah. Maybe not. I'll hold with my top 25.
Are they still your biggest surprise, though?
I don't know. Maybe we need to slide everything back another.
Yeah, leave 2 spaces with a smiling emoji.
All right, that's the ACC. We may do the Big 12 later on if we have time. When we come back, we'll jump into a couple other things going on in the sports world. The show today being brought to you by our friends at Hoover Toyota. Tell us about Hoover Toyota, Brownie.
You can see their extensive inventory online, hoovertoyota.com, or in person, John Hawkins Parkway. That's Highway 150 right there in Hoover, just down from the Hoover Met and the Galleria, right between those two institutions in Birmingham. And Hoover Toyota is an institution in Birmingham for more than 20 years now. They have perfected the art of customer service. It's not just you buy the car, you leave, you never deal with them again. No, their service department is top-notch. They've got the red carpet program that makes sure you and your family are taken care of when they buy from Hoover Toyota as well. And they've got great deals. Everything from the Tacoma to the RAV4, you can get in both those for under $300 a month. That always popular Tundra and the always dependable Camry. You can trust what you get right there at Hoover Toyota. See more online, hoovertoyota.com.
Follow Scott Forrester on Twitter at Scott Forrester TV.
Facing time for a crime, huh? Got a list of charges looming over your head. 5-0 got your back up against the wall. Them alphabet boys trying to sit you down on that rack. Well, have no fear. The People's Defender is here. Attorney J.B. Brown, powered by Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorney. He meticulously investigates every case and challenges evidence. Dedicated to protecting the rights and futures of individuals facing criminal charges. Hit him up now at thepeoplesdefender.com. Thepeoplesdefender.com.
Physical office location, Birmingham.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Next Round shirts, Next Round hoodies, and Next Round hats all in one place, nextround.store. Find your favorite piece of gear from your favorite show and put it in your rotation. You never know, you might be in one of our videos showing Next Round gear being worn all over the world. Find all of your favorite Next Round gear by visiting nextround.store. Place an order for you and that big Next Round fan in your life at nextround.store. Look your best at work, at school, at the stadium, or anywhere you go wearing Next Round gear from nextround.store. Hey, Lance Taylor from the Next Round to tell you about one of our favorite places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is Hamburger Heaven since 1982. Hamburger Heaven has been serving Birmingham's best hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, hand-spun milkshakes, and sandwiches made fresh to order. All of their ingredients are fresh and prepared daily. This includes their beef, always fresh, never frozen, hand-pattied each and every day. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, visit any of the 4 locations, Highway 280, Irondale, Gardendale, and Homewood. Hey, for all of your IT and printing needs, reach out to our friends at Xerox Business Solutions. Look, I'm still one of those old school guys. I print my notes every single day for the show. If you watch the show here on the Next Round, you see all the notes in front of me. From day one, Xerox Business Solutions, they've been with us here at the Next Round. Local for over 45 years. For all of your IT and printing needs, visit XeroxBusinessSolutions.com or call 205-969-3000. That's 205-969-3000. Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. The Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Hour number 2, Marty Smith with us at the bottom of the hour, halfway through this segment. If you're with us on Spotify, podcast-wise. If you're live, Marty will be with us about 10:30 Central Time. Thanks for being with us. No show tomorrow. We do appreciate the fine folks at Walk-Ons that had us out yesterday. You can go by Walk-Ons the entire month of July and help out the fine folks at Folds of Honor, Alabama with a donation. Or you can just go there and have a good cocktail with Budweiser and Budweiser Light with those great prices, $2 bottle, $3 draft. But the entire month of July at Walk-Ons, Highway 280, Stadium Trace, and Trustville, and just buying Budweiser and Bud Light will help Folds of Honor of Alabama. And you'll have a QR code on your table where you can make a donation to help out the fine folks at Folds of Honor, Alabama. And a great way to celebrate 250 years of America by helping out that great cause there with our friends at Walk-Ons, Folds of Honor, Alabama, Budweiser, Bud Light, and our friends at Adams Beverage. All right, hour 2. We'll ease into this hour by saying, first off, Tyler is a good American. He's going to keep this jersey on. He and I reached a compromise in the break. He did wear red, white, and blue yesterday.
Top to bottom.
Some other foreign country the day before. You were cheering for England at some point. Literally 250 years ago, that's who we fought to
That's
lead.
right.
But,
He had the 3 lions on earlier.
But he's a good American, and it's okay. Messi's a childhood star for many of you. Your kids love Messi. Keep the Messi stuff on today. It wasn't Messi's fault that he, too, committed a much egregious red card foul than Balogun did. So you keep it on.
Still a yellow.
Yeah. Should have been.
Still should have. I would have been happy. I'd been okay with the yellow, right? I'd have been okay with that. It would have been scary the rest of that game, him playing with that yellow. And then the next game, because
if he'd gotten a yellow in the next game, then we wouldn't have had him in the semifinals, right? Or the Elite Eight, the Final Eight, because 2 yellows and you're out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but still.
How do we feel about our goalkeeper? I thought he played pretty well.
Matt
Really
Freese,
good.
he's great.
Yeah, I thought he played really
plays
well.
with Messi in
Oh,
MLS. Plays for Inter Miami.
I did not know that.
Works
Full
good.
circle.
Back to college football we go. Innisfree countdown to kickoff is now at 58 days. 58 days. Your game day tradition is Innisfree Irish Pub in Tuscaloosa and Lakeview. Irish-inspired pub food, the signature Irish gold sauce, and always a world-class atmosphere at Innisfree. We've talked a little ACC football. Recruiting yesterday. Wow. Auburn got a big recruit. Tons of recruiting news going on. I'll make a point in a second. But yesterday, 5-star corner Joshua Dobson. I feel like he was in the mix for Oregon, maybe. And it seems like that's the guy that Alabama may have been in the mix for. He ended up going to South Carolina. What a big get. 5-star corner Joshua Dobson to South Carolina.
I think I saw Chris Lowe talking about how big that was for Shane Beamer. Like, he needed a win in recruiting.
It seems like they get one big 5-star guy in every class.
Yeah, kind of like a Nick Harbor or a
Lenore Sellers.
Lenore Sellers, yeah. People like that.
Oregon picked up a couple more great guys. In 2028, the number 1 overall recruit is 5-star wide receiver Jet Harrison. He picked Ohio State yesterday. He's Marvin Harrison Jr.'s brother and Marvin Harrison's son.
Wait, Ohio State's going to get a receiver?
Getting another receiver. Yeah.
Jet is his first name. That's pretty
Jet
awesome
Harrison.
for a receiver.
You almost knew at that point.
Yeah, no doubt. He ain't an offensive lineman.
But I bring all this up to tell you, Pete Nakos of On3 says June was the most expensive month in high school recruiting on record.
Like ever?
Yes. Well, I mean, for a while we couldn't pay high school recruits.
So he's talking about what is paid through NIL, not like what the schools are spending.
No.
Okay, I got you.
For instance, he says low 4-star guys. And 4 stars, if you don't know, there's a lot more 4 stars than there are 5 stars. I mean, really a big elite 4-star, middle 4-star, low 4 stars. Not all 4 stars are the same. Low 4-star recruits, $350,000 coming out of high school for the first year. For instance, Mississippi State got a 4-star recruit, Jaden Bayon, yesterday. He's the 30th defensive lineman in this class. Number 30th defensive lineman in this class. Picked Mississippi State over Kentucky TCU. Yeah. That guy's making $350 or north of it.
Yeah. So on 3 Rivals, to put what you're talking about in perspective, they've got 32 5-stars. So their 4 stars start obviously at number 33.
Yeah.
And I got to go a long way to find where they end.
Into 300s, I bet.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm all the way into the hundreds, and they still haven't stopped. So yeah, there's a ton of 4 stars. So those guys are making $350,000.
$350,000. The low end 4 stars, $350,000 first year out of high school. In 2027, this class coming up, there are some programs that are ready, and I believe they are indicating Texas A&M may be this class, that their high school class already is over $10 million in NIL payment for the high schoolers that are coming into a program.
Now, they are number 1 in recruiting right now, so that number should indicate to you that something's going on.
And the other top teams are going to be $8 million, $5 million, $6 million, $7 million.
Yeah.
So every high school class of the top 10 is going to be north of $5 million.
So that's the price you're having to pay this is just in high school recruiting.
Yep.
So now if you're saying A&M and you're not saying that's who it was, it's just indications are he's talking about A&M when he said $10 million.
Well, they said one class is already well over $10 million.
And they're number 1. And
they're
got,
number 1. Yeah.
They've got like 8 5-stars, I think, don't they?
Yeah. Pete Nakos also says 5-star running back David Gabriel is about to choose between Ohio State, Tennessee, most likely. Ole Miss is sort of on the perimeter. David Gabriel's a 5-star running back. He's making his selection on July 22nd, and Pete Nakos calls him the first $1 million plus running back out of high school. He's going to get $1 million more wherever he chooses to go as a running back.
Where do you know his schools?
Ohio State, Tennessee, maybe Ole Miss. Those are the three he's choosing from.
Ole Miss is in the running for a running back that might be $1 million running back?
The first $1 million running back. Ohio State, Tennessee, Ole Miss. But I think it's down to Ohio State, Tennessee.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to take Ohio State in this one.
But the first $1 million running back out of high school. Is that not crazy numbers?
Well, it's stupid is what it is. How are you paying a running back? The NFL doesn't even do that. Yeah. And they've seen what they can do in college. Like, there's a lot of NFL teams they'll pay a Derrick Henry maybe, but a lot of NFL teams are saying, we'll just do that running back by committee thing. We can find 3 good running backs for a price, and we don't have to pay the big money.
Hey, and this isn't now saying, $1 million is all he's going to ever make. That's
to get him to school, right?
That's to get him to school, and then, after his freshman year, who knows what he's going to make?
$1 million for a running back.
That's where we are now.
Like, what was the do you even know off the top of your head who led the nation in rushing last year?
The Jacksonville State kid.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Cam
but
Cook.
I was going to say in the Power 4, Ahmad Hardy.
Ahmad Hardy
was
did.
going to be my guess.
126 a game, 16 touchdowns.
And didn't he go out the door and he like it?
He's at West Virginia. He followed Rich Rod.
Yeah. I thought he left.
Who, Ahmad Hardy?
No.
Cam Cook. Yeah. He did leave Jacksonville State. I was going to say Ahmad Hardy got shot. I mean, he's still at Missouri. He's hopefully going to play this year.
Yeah, I hope so too.
But second in Power 5 was Nebraska's Emmett Johnson. 120 yards, 12 touchdowns. 120 yards a game. So I'm just saying that doesn't feel like $1 million worth of production to me, but maybe I'm wrong.
So recruiting continues on. Pretty crazy. Big 12 Media Day next week. Then we get to the SEC and the Big Ten. There is one Big Ten coach. 12 of the 18 schools are bringing quarterbacks. Only one Big Ten program is not bringing a skill player.
Kirk Ferentz.
No. Kirk Signetti.
Of course.
He's taking a linebacker, an offensive lineman, and a defensive lineman to Big Ten Media Days. And you said, of course.
Well, I mean, he just does everything different.
That's right.
I think he thrives. I think he leans into the character a little bit.
He wants to be different.
He wants to be different. He knows people view him as the anti-coach, basically. Like, he's just different than everybody else. He's done it a different way. So I think anywhere he can be a little bit different, he's going to be a little bit different.
After Brownie tells us about Inverness Country Club, somebody's getting a statue, and I want to ask everyone on the show, a college player that deserves a statue at their stadium, okay?
Okay. By the way, 4 stars on 3 Rivals to close that loop. 33 is your first 4-star. It goes all the way to 400.
Yeah.
So, like, when you hear a place lands a 4-star, you're like, oh, that's a good player. Well, I mean, according to Rivals at On 3, he could be anywhere from the 33rd best player in America to number 400.
Yeah. And I never thought about that until my buddy Johnny Orr, I've said this on the show several times, that he mentioned that to me one day playing golf. He is like, 4 stars are not all created the same.
They
I was
aren't.
like, what do you mean? And he's like, you know how many 4-stars there are out there? And I was like, I really don't. I've never thought about it. I just took 4-star meant you were good.
You were almost 5-star.
So when I got off the golf course that day, I looked and I was like,
It goes 33 to 400. I mean, so literally a 4-star could be a top 35 player in America or barely a top 400 player in America.
That's
It's a pretty big gap.
It's a big gap.
Inverness Country Club, ICCalabama.com, ICCalabama.com. That's where you go to get more info on my friends at Inverness Country Club. You can also call Aaron and set up a tour there, 205-991-8608, 205-991-8608 to go tour Inverness Country Club, see if it can be your country club home in Birmingham. Here's what you're going to find when you tour. You're going to see a beautiful golf course, fun to play. You're going to see a gorgeous clubhouse with great food. You're going to see that tennis facility that is going to be world class when they've got it completed. It's under construction right now. You're going to see that resort-style pool with the cabana. But the people are the best part about Inverness. So if you're looking for a club home in Birmingham, Inverness Country Club is that place. See more at ICCalabama.com or call 205-991-8608, 205-991-8608. Set up a tour with our friend Aaron at Inverness Country Club. The best days happen at Inverness.
And our friends at Hemp Hill, they'll take care of all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Heat index have been hitting triple digits around here lately. If your cooling system goes out, home or business, call our friends at Hemp Hill. They're ready to serve you. 205-229-2090. 205-229-2090, or online with our friends at Hemphill, Hemphill Services, Inc. Since 1954, the name Birmingham has trusted. Kellen Moore of Boise State is getting a statue. It's a pretty cool-looking statue. It's going to be there outside the blue turf. He was the quarterback 2008. Here's a look at the statue they're working on. 2008 through 2011. He had 50 wins and 3 losses as the Boise State quarterback, Kellen Moore did.
Yeah. They were, I mean,
that is a huge statue.
That is
by
a
the
big
way.
statue. That's a lot bigger than actual Kellen Moore. Where are they going to put that thing?
Yeah, on a mountain somewhere.
Yeah.
Outside the stadium.
Yeah, well,
right out. I mean, like they.
It was a joke.
We were joking about how big it was. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, outside the stadium. You're not going to put it inside the stadium.
No, I don't think they're going to put it at the 50.
Yeah.
You had to play right around that thing like a tree in a fairway.
Well, they do have a track around their stadium.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, I would tell you the funnier line would have been if I could remember the harbor that Statue of Liberty sits in. Where are they going to put that? They're going to put
the Hudson Bay.
The Hudson Bay.
The Hudson Bay.
Yes.
Right. He's going to be doing a pass to the Statue of Liberty.
He's dating the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, it's a huge statue.
Maybe they'll put a Carl Anthony Towns jersey on.
Yeah, they
But
could.
my takeaway from this picture, Forrester, I'd love your comments here, is the statue business looks like it's in pretty good shape. Look at all the other statues
That's what I was
that this
noticing.
other guy's working on.
That's kind of what I noticed. I want to know what else in that room. I can't pick any of them out.
You
I
were
don't
not able to
recognize any
zoom
of them.
in? Well, statues don't look like the people they're portraying. Like the Nick Saban one looks like Andy Griffith. The Ronaldo bust looks like I don't know what.
Did Kellen Moore have bad thighs? I mean, that's the biggest thigh pads I've seen
those are thick.
in sports history.
That's just the era.
Yeah. Apparently, the guy we're going to honor over Kellen Moore's right shoulder there was missing an arm. He did a lot of work with one arm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of them are armless so far. I don't know if you
that's
add
true.
those later on. Or
I'm thinking some of these might be going in like museums, like
Yeah.
history. Like some of them look kind of like American history-esque.
I would imagine.
Yeah. Or a war reenactment there on the prairie.
I mean, Kellen Moore definitely had the best arm in that statue room.
A few of those guys in the back look like they could have been in Night at the Museum.
Yeah. Like, honest to goodness, some of those look like they did not survive Custer's last stand.
That's exactly where I was going with that.
It's the no arms. Yeah. That guy, is that Kellen? That's not Kellen. That's the artist.
It actually looks a lot like Kellen.
Oh, wait a minute. So that's the artist. That's not Kellen Moore?
You can, Scott, if you can go up and like show his face a little bit, it actually looks a lot like Kellen.
Wow,
a lot of times these busts get these totally off.
Oh, no, you're talking about the statue face. I thought you meant the artist. No, the statue face does look like Kellen Moore. You're right. Yeah.
Helped out by you keep the helmet on.
That's
That always
right.
helps.
I think that's the way you ought to go there.
So if I ask the question, guys that don't have a statue yet, obviously Cam and Pat and Bo have them at Auburn. Nobody at Alabama yet. So we could just sit here and do 9 minutes of Alabama guys.
There's actually too many of them. If you started doing a statue, I don't know where you would stop.
But can I make a case? Can I make a case that if you win a Heisman Trophy, can we not put you at the Walk of Champions at Alabama on the other side away from the coaches?
Maybe. I mean, if that's your bar for the coaches, you got to win a national championship. That's how you get a statue as a coach. So if you put the bar of Heisman Trophy now,
Mark Ingram,
the problem with that is like, choose a defensive player. I mean, who was Alabama's best defensive player of the Saban era?
I would go best defensive player of all time. I'd start with Derek Thomas. I'd put that in there.
But you don't have to go Saban era there. So Derek Thomas. Maybe Jonathan Allen. I mean, were they better? Was Derek Thomas a better Alabama player than Mark Ingram? Yes, he was.
I'm just saying the other schools put, and I know when I say the phrase, I heard it when I said it, other schools.
Other
and
schools. Who are you talking about? Auburn?
Every Alabama fan is going to be like, we don't want to be other schools.
All right.
But, I mean, you've got Mark Ingram would be the first player that I would. He's not even my best running back in the Saban era.
He is not. He's not the best running back to have won a Heisman in the Saban era.
Yeah,
that's Derrick Henry.
But Derrick Henry, Devontae, Bryce, they've won the Heisman.
They have, but it's such a offensive award. You ignore the accomplishments of a Derek Thomas or a Jonathan Allen or a Marlon Humphrey or somebody like that, Pat Surtain. I mean, those players were outstanding football players.
The Alabama,
but they didn't play a Heisman position.
The Alabama in me says, and I think this was just drilled into me for all the years when Alabama didn't have a Heisman Trophy winner, was that it's more about the team,
Correct.
the
Yeah.
team. But then we put up the coaching statues. Like the Walk of Champions was cool because it honored teams. We have the statues out there of the coaches. And I was just Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry, those guys, Devontae and Bryce. Though, you know, I don't know if Bryce, I mean, I know he's not, I mean, I'd have A.J. McCarron, you know, he's my greatest Alabama quarterback of all time, and didn't win a Heisman, so he wouldn't get a statue out there. So that's where you get a problem at Alabama. Other than Alabama, give me
Well,
other
first
schools.
answer in the chat room, it was the answer I was going to give, but I'll let him have it. Samuel Joseph Burrow. I mean, if you're going to start doing statues, LSU probably, I can't think of a better LSU player all time than Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And there have been some great LSU players. Kevin Falk was a great LSU player. They've had, Odell Beckham. They've had a ton of receivers that come through there, some really good defenders. But Joe Burrow had the best season in LSU history and won a Heisman.
Yeah.
I guess Billy Cannon was a really good LSU player. I know he won the Heisman. All I've seen is one run from him.
Yeah.
They show it every Halloween.
But I would be okay with Joe Burrow getting a statue at LSU.
How many schools do the Heisman statue? Auburn, Florida, Oklahoma. I know you saw the Oklahoma ones when you were out there.
Did those look good? There's a bunch of them, right? Because they've won a lot of Heisman.
Yeah, I think there were 6 of them, maybe.
Yeah.
And they look good. They were a little too far spread out, but they have a lot of land out there.
And they're probably thinking we're going to add to this, so let's leave some room.
Yeah, they were not bad.
But they're very close to the stadium, kind of like
across the street.
Okay.
I mean, like there's on non-game days, there's an active road right beside it and in front of it and on the other side of it and behind it. It's blocked by roads.
So it's basically like a square.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Okay.
So one on the side,
Uh-huh.
And then there's practice fields and intramural fields and everything.
So it's not
behind
on property like the Alabama ones are and the Auburn ones are.
No, I mean Alabama's got a lot more land around their stadium
Than Oklahoma.
without a road than most places have.
Because they knocked down some old frat houses.
Well, they went Brian Kelly and knocked down some apartments for their stadium. Yeah.
But that allows them to have an area there.
So that's the Oklahoma one,
Yeah.
Scott? Is that what we're seeing there?
Yep.
That's it. They are spaced out a lot now that you mention it.
Yep.
Kyler Murray didn't really need the space.
That's true.
Yeah, neither did Baker Mayfield. that was my shock when I walked up to Baker Mayfield's statue. I was like, God, I wish Baker was this tall.
That's big as Kyler Murray's ever been.
Yeah.
I don't think Georgia does any, and like the most obvious one off the top of my head would be Herschel Walker.
Well, now that's another stadium that doesn't have a ton of room around it. It's Georgia. At least the
Yeah.
times I've been there, it seems that.
But down below where they walk through the dog walk or whatever they call it. I mean, Herschel.
They do have a pet cemetery there.
I mean, you start going Stetson Bennett. They do inside the stadium. They got UGA. They got an UGA statue basically,
and a burial ground. Yeah.
Well, and having just been to Clemson's campus back in February, I mean, we're talking about window probably closed for them. Trevor Lawrence feels like a guy who could easily have a statue there.
Yeah. Well, why don't we put it beside Howard's Rock? Put a Dabo and a Trevor Lawrence statue, and you can touch the rock or Dabo's head.
And probably a Deshaun Watson one.
Hey, here's Kyler, by the way.
There's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, touch Trevor's hair, then Howard's Rock.
Yeah.
So Kyler's, I can't remember. Kyler's didn't have a helmet on his.
Apparently not.
I wonder why.
With his headband or whatever he wore.
Yeah.
I don't think Baker's did either. I think
I
it was
think
his
you're
headband.
right because I was talking about the headband.
I'd always go helmet. Makes it way easier.
Yep.
Otherwise, you wind up with like a Ronaldo or a Dwayne Wade statue.
Or Nick Saban looks like Andy Griffith.
Yep. Any more that you can think of off the top of your head?
I don't know if Morgan's kidding. He says Kentucky needs a Jaron Lorenzen statue, the hefty lefty.
Well, I mean, he's one of the more popular Kentucky players of all time.
God rest his soul.
Great ambassador for the
He really was. I mean, people knew Kentucky because of the hefty lefty.
Run DMC and at Arkansas.
At Arkansas.
That seems obvious. You could almost do one of him and Felix Jones together.
Yeah, Dak in Starkville, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Yep. Lane in Ole Miss, nope.
Not yet.
Not going to happen. Marty Smith when we come back. Show today being brought to you by our friends at Central State Bank, and then we'll celebrate 250 years with Marty on the other side.
A bank big enough to meet every need you have, small enough to know you, is Central State Bank. It is a community bank rooted right there in the community. They've got locations throughout Central Alabama. Central State Bank, whatever your dream is, from buying that first car or starting that business, Central State Bank will be with you every step of the way. And they make decisions on community because that's where they are. They are a community bank, a local bank. 6 locations throughout Central Alabama. You'll find one near you at Central State Bank. Big enough to meet every one of your needs, small enough to know you. Central State Bank, member FDIC. Marty Smith is next.
You know, sometimes injury attorneys get a bad rep, being called ambulance chasers, showing up to the accident scene before the EMTs get there. At Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys, this ain't that. We get enough cardio. No need to chase ambulances. Look, if you're injured in any type of accident, don't accept a dime from the insurance company. Hit up the gators of the litigation situation. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys. Call 659-777-7777 or AlexWins.law.
Call me, Alabama. Physical office location, Birmingham.
Hey, Lance Taylor from The Next Round to tell you about one of our favorite places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is Hamburger Heaven since 1982. Hamburger Heaven has been serving Birmingham's best hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, hand-spun milkshakes, and sandwiches made fresh to order. All of their ingredients are fresh and prepared daily. This includes their beef, always fresh, never frozen, hand-pattied each and every day. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, visit any of the 4 locations, Highway 280, Irondale, Gardendale, and Homewood.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Never miss anything from The Next Round when you listen on demand through the podcast platform of your choice, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, or Google Podcast, wherever you listen. Always like, follow, subscribe, turn on automatic download so you can catch every part of The Next Round. Listen anywhere in the world, anytime on The Next Round podcast feed, and support the show by following, subscribing, and turning on automatic downloads on any podcast platform. Listen anywhere in the world, anytime on The Next Round podcast feed. Thanks for always making The Next Round a big part of your day. Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing.
Hey, for all of your IT and printing needs, reach out to our friends at Xerox Business Solutions. Look, I'm still one of those old school guys. I print my notes every single day for the show. If you watch the show here on The Next Round, you see all the notes in front of me. From day one, Xerox Business Solutions, they've been with us here at The Next Round. Local for over 45 years. For all of your IT and printing needs, visit XeroxBusinessSolutions.com or call 205-969-3000. That's 205-969-3000.
Right to Marty Smith of ESPN, friend of the show, great American as we celebrate 250 years of America. And I will tell you, when I was listening to Marty McGee on Saturday, I think it was Saturday or Saturday, I get my days confused, I was nodding my head because you were having a little throat issue from a long flight, and y'all started talking about do you ever have a sore throat after a flight? And I'm like 100 out of 100 every time I fly, I end up getting a sore throat. And you had that too.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. First of all, great to see you guys.
Yeah,
Great
you
to
too.
see
buddy.
A minute since I got to hang out with you guys a little bit. Really appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, especially those cross country ones done away, man. Like I just flew to San Francisco and back in a matter of 72 hours or so for the NASCAR race out at Sonoma Raceway. And you're talking about 6 hours there and 5 hours back in that dry recirculated air. Woe is me, cry me a river. There's some old boys listening to y'all putting a roof on a house right now telling us shut the hell up. But nonetheless, it is true. And so I've tried to do a great job this week of lubricating my vocal cords with Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
There you go. Has that been working for you?
Yeah. as I'm going to say a couple of times through this interview, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir.
Marty, it is amazing to me. Like, my daughter is getting involved in soccer, so I've watched it a little bit more. I still don't understand the intricacies of the game, the nuance of the game. Don't understand the rules. Don't understand offsides. Even when they explain it to me, sometimes I'm unclear on it. But isn't it weird how you can throw the stars and stripes on a uniform and all of a sudden I'm all in? I did not miss a minute of last night's game. I'm cheering aloud when we scored. I'm pissed off at our guy getting tossed with a red card.
Same.
I mean, it's just crazy. All you got to do is put a flag on it, and all of a sudden I care.
Couldn't be more right, man. I'm the same way. I don't know all the nuance and whatnot of soccer and what offsides is and is not. We were watching last night. I'm with family all summer, and it was my brother-in-law and one of our best friends and tons of like a couple of my brothers-in-law. And when we scored the first one, I mean, we weren't alone. The whole street's screaming. But you're so right that it's wonderful to all be pulling in the same direction that way. And to feel that patriotism and know how special it is that those men, in this instance, in other instances, maybe it's the ladies, that are representing all of us globally. And it's a different energy to me than we feel in sport most of the time. And oh my gosh, last night was so fun. And you're right, like I was losing my mind when they tossed our boy and he doesn't get to play in the next game.
Yep.
And I just couldn't believe it. I thought that was such a chicken scratch call and said so on social media. I mean, it was a BS call. And you know, I don't know about you guys, but I don't spend a whole lot of time anymore like openly cheering for any sporting events. But by God, last night I did. And for the men's hockey team in the Olympics back in the winter, I did. And so to your point, Brownie, when they put the stars and stripes on a uniform, man, it turns us into full-blown fans that we miss from being 10 years old.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing I've loved about this whole experience is in 1994, I think we were in a different place as a country with so much garbage being put in our heads from different media sources. Sometimes I feel like we forget all the good stuff we have going on in our country. And then we've had all these people come from around the world. And truthfully, at times, I feel like we're painted like the world doesn't like us. But I've watched the World Cup, and all these fans have come here from other countries, and I've enjoyed watching them on social media, both the real ones and the fake ones like Freddie, talk about how good our country is. And it's made me like, gosh, you know, we do have it right. I saw one old girl from, I forget what country she was from, going through Sonic the other day. We don't have to get out of the car to order.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we have it better than anybody in the world. It's such a great country. And that's got me fired up about the World Cup, is how these other people have come over here and made me start to realize again stuff I'd forgotten, that we have it better than anybody else.
That's going to be one of the lasting impacts, I think, Jim, because I've noticed it too. And it's wonderful to see folks from other countries come over here and have their perspective of what we may be completely dispelled. And wow, these people are so nice. They're passionate. I love Waffle House.
Yep.
I love Boston, Massachusetts. I love whatever
Buc-ee's. Yeah.
And that is, it's amazing. And right now it's just so healthy for us as a country. And I'm so grateful for that too. I completely agree with you. We do live in the greatest country in the world. And we're so blessed to walk out the front door every day and go and do and be whatever in the hell we decide we want to be that day. We have that blessing. And we get lost sometimes in how wonderful that is and what an incredible privilege it is to have freedom every day. So I agree with you, man. It's awesome to see some folks coming over and discovering things that we completely forget about.
Yep.
It's just part of our normal life, and they're so enthralled by it and so inspired by it. I love it.
What do you think? I saw
real quickly. One of my favorites was I forget which country they were from Europe, and they were sitting down at a Mexican restaurant, and the free salsa and chips came up, and they were like, "We didn't order this." They're like, "No, it's complimentary."
What?
It was a Japanese fan.
It was a Japanese fan.
Yeah. No, it's complimentary.
Yeah.
They were like, "What?"
In fact, you can eat all you want.
Yeah.
It's not only is it complimentary,
It's hilarious.
we'll bring you another bucket. Yeah. I don't know that people care. I get caught up in stuff like this, and you work in TV. Jim has worked in TV, so I respect both of your opinions on this. I saw Fox said that I think 10 million. What game was that? I told you Netherlands. It was one of the primetime games.
Yeah, it was the other night. It was the Netherlands and Morocco.
Yeah, Monday night, Netherlands Morocco was 10 million viewers. What do you imagine last night was, Marty? What would you guess?
It's funny that you asked this, brother. I was again with my brother-in-law and one of our buddies next door up here at our beach place, and we're watching a game last night, and this topic came up. And you sit there and think about, okay, I'm pretty sure the college football playoff national championship on our air in January was 30 million.
Something like
right?
that. Yeah, that's
somewhere around in that number.
That's in the ballpark. Yeah.
And I would imagine just from it being the United States of America reaching this level and having the potential, and these players are becoming household names, and in a lot of cases already were for millions and millions of fans. I mean, I don't know how to gauge that, but I would say it would be north of that college football national championship, wouldn't y'all?
Yeah, yes. That's what I told Jim this morning. I was like, if that many people watch Netherlands and Morocco, 10.5 million.
40 million? What do you think?
I threw that number out there, which now the only thing that'll be bigger than that is AFC NFC championship game in the Super Bowl, or maybe Thanksgiving NFL games. Those get 40 plus million.
I mean, everywhere I've gone, it's all people are talking about.
Yeah.
And that feels different. I feel like maybe nationally we see so much potential in this group of young men, and there's so many captivating storylines, whether it's Pulisic and his incredible gifts and, a soccer savant, whether it's Freeman and being Antonio's son, and on and on and on. There's just so many unique individual storylines that are fun to follow. And then, damn, they're fun to watch. Yeah. I mean, they are so fun to watch, even if you're like you and me, Brownie. We don't even know the rules. But watching their athleticism, watching the way that they work together, it's cool to me. I mean, I really enjoy watching them.
I was also thinking yesterday, Marty, how lucky I am to already have happily married for 27 years, and I don't have to
me too.
Compete in this world today. Some old boy and his fiancée climbed to the top of the Empire State Building yesterday for them to get engaged. I took my wife to dinner and then to a place that overlooked the skyline in Birmingham. I didn't climb a building. So the bar seems to be getting raised on engagements.
Yeah.
That seemed to be a little too much out there. And then, we had a nice little small wedding. We didn't rent out Madison Square Garden like Taylor Swift apparently has done. So the bar seems to be getting way out there for the engagement and marriages of the world.
Well, I think for guys like you and me, when we got on a knee and asked our beautiful wives to marry us, I was 26 years ago that Lainey and I got married. I made the decision to, that ring was burning a hole in my pocket.
Me too.
And I had to get rid of it. I don't know why I was in such a hurry at all to ask her to marry me. She's still in college, for heaven's sakes. What the hell was the rush, dude? Calm down. But once I bought it, I'm like, I got to get rid of this thing, dude. I can't do this.
I did the same thing.
We're going to go to Fazoli's and get some baked spaghetti. And I just hopped down there on a knee, and she's in sweatpants. I'm in gym shorts. It was not the most romantic thing you've ever seen in your whole life, but we are. I'm so full of gratitude for her, and we have such a wonderful marriage and friendship and relationship, and it's just awesome. But I don't know why I was in such a hurry. Now,
hey, I was the same, Marty. Same way, because it was my birthday. Maggie was taking me to dinner on my birthday, and then after dinner, I was like, I'm afraid I'm going to lose this thing. I was living in a really cheap apartment. I was afraid it was going to get stolen. I had nowhere to keep it, so I did it.
You had it in the sock drawer just like I did.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
exactly.
It was in there with your underwear, DVDs, and an engagement ring, son. But hey, now, all right. Here's the real question: what was your salary? What was y'all's salaries when you asked your wives to marry you?
For me, I remember it like it was yesterday, because I remember thinking, God, if we ever got to $100,000, we'll be the richest people in the world. I was making $42,500 at NBC 13 in Birmingham.
All right, Brownie, what you got?
All right, so here's what's crazy about mine is I was in school still at Jacksonville State, which was a 6-year experiment for me. And I was working, Marty, for a country radio station in Anniston, Alabama. What
year is this?
1999.
Okay, so you're spinning like Dixie Chicks.
Well, no, I was in the sports department.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were working for a country radio station, had a sports department?
Well, I mean, I was at school at Jack State. They did, we did high school football and a high school scoreboard. The game of the week, Betty's Barbecue game of the week. You may have even eaten.
You want to know why you did that, Brownie? Because it was paid for by some big advertiser like Alexander Shunnarah.
Yeah, the Betty's Barbecue was key in that sentence. Betty's Barbecue game of the week. They did the game of the week. And we did the scoreboard afterwards, and then they sold a sports cast on the morning show. So I'd have to come in mornings, do the sports cast on the whatever morning show we had at that time.
Yeah.
I was the most consistent thing of it.
Mason and Dixon.
Yeah, we kept
every country radio station had a Mason and Dixon morning show.
We kept finding people named Mason and Dixon to do our morning show. So the company that owned it was Susquehanna Broadcasting out of Pennsylvania. And they had the idea that they could move that signal. I don't know how all this worked, but they could move the signal to Atlanta and it would become 99X, which is a massive station in Atlanta now, but they had to have that signal. So basically they come in, I'm in college, I don't know anything about this. They come in and they sit down all the employees and say, hey, we're moving the signal. We don't know the date of your last day, but we're shutting this station down. If you stay with us into the last day, we'll give you $1,000 for every year you've worked here.
All right.
Well, I've been at Jack State for 6 years. I'd worked there 6 years. So I was going to make $6,000. Marty is a college student.
That's crazy paper.
You know what we call that?
What?
An opportunity.
I know.
That's an opportunity.
I'm like,
that's basically, no lie, boys.
Yeah.
That is basically what I made take home pay when, I just lost my backpack.
Oh, okay.
That is basically what I made when I asked Lainey to marry me.
$6,000 a year?
I was a sports writer right out of college, right out of Radford University, okay?
Uh-huh.
Making $12,800
Yeah.
Covering Liberty University football.
Yeah.
And NASCAR racing. Stock car racing.
12-8. Wow.
Barely 21-year-old kid. And she said yes to me on, $13,000 a year. And then a year into that, I went to work for NASCAR online, and I got bumped to $20,000.
Yep.
Boys, I was loaded.
I know. I know. A lot less problem. It seemed like less headaches back then when I didn't have a dollar to my name. A lot less
My
headaches.
first job was $13,000 too, Marty. Right after college. First job was $13,000, and I tell these guys all the time, I felt like I had more cash in my pocket back then at $13,000 than I do right now.
Wasn't it sweet though, man? You think about the further I go in this, the more I strive and chase and think about that nostalgia and the beauty of simplicity. It's so true.
Oh, yes.
What my buddies back home, guys I grew up with, are still some of my best friends in the world, and I talk to them all the time. They ain't worried about what I'm worried about every day.
Yep.
I can promise you that. And there's this song, y'all Muscadine Bloodline fans?
I do like
y'all
them.
Know about them?
Yes.
They have this song called 2010. And it goes, the second verse of that song is absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to try to quote it off the top of my head. It goes something like, me and C-Dub and Colby Rogers, taped wrist and cowboy collars, locked arms walking to the 50 for the flip on Friday night.
Oh.
Too good for school, too good for prom. We skipped the dance because the rut was on. Living like we won't live long, but a country boy can survive.
Mm-hmm.
Come on!
We skipped
You kidding me, dude?
We skipped the dance because
Are you kidding me?
Because the rut was on. We skipped the dance because
Hey,
the rut
listen,
was on.
that's how we rolled. I did go to prom, though. I did go to prom.
Yeah, I won't go miss prom.
Mobile, Alabama, by the way. Muscadine Bloodline.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, they are fantastic. They are fantastic. And I love that. So I've been listening to that song on a loop. They recorded an acoustic sessions, and they sang that song in those acoustic sessions. And it is, if y'all go find it, just trust me on it.
So Muscadine Bloodlines and Red Clay Strays,
both from Mobile.
Both from Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The center part,
And
Red
both
Clay Strays.
Absolute beasts.
Yeah, Red Clay Strays, they're blowing, and then freaking Ella Langley from Montgomery. I mean, that's some of the biggest acts in country right now.
Yep.
She is for sure. She's on that trajectory to go to the moon.
Oh, she is a rocket ship. What was the stat you gave the other day?
She is right now she had 2 songs in the top 3. Taylor Swift in between. The first.
This is Hot 100 or country?
Billboard Hot 100. First female top 3 in the history of the Hot 100. And it was 2 Ella Langleys and 1 Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's
Eric told her. I mean, Eric, she opened for Eric Church very recently, within the last year, I think. And Eric could see it. I mean, he was telling me, like, you could see that she was on that, that 45-degree bank, just gone, right? Like, taking off. And he told her, he said, listen, you are about to experience a warp speed that you could never fathom. And make sure that you stay true to your craft and stay true to what you want to sing, what you want to say. Don't let the machine win. All of those narratives that these folks who, you can rattle them off over the last decade, Combs, Stapleton, Church, Wallen, now her, all these artists that just went, the machine is devised and executed in a way that you can really lose yourself unless you are so damn staunch in who that person is. You won't let them, because eventually, at the first, of course, the labels have the power.
Yeah.
Right.
But eventually, if you're one of those folks, if you're where LA is now, you got the power.
Boy, your boy Church, I saw this story. I know you had heard it well before this, but the Rascal Flatts story, that is spectacular. What podcast was that? Do you remember the podcast?
I do. It was Bussin' with the Boys.
Bussin' with the Boys. That's right. Yeah,
That's
Bussin' with the Boys. Church tells an amazing Rascal Flatts story.
I've known that story since it happened.
I know. Yeah. It's so funny though.
And Eric has really toned that story down over the years, but it is so true. Like I mean, he started to realize that crowds were coming to see him, and when you're an opener, when you're the opener to the opener, which he was on that Me and My Gang tour, you get 15 minutes. You get 4 songs. But they started to play a little longer and a little longer and a little longer. And once you do that, it starts to really screw up the overall scope of the logistics and the itinerary. And when you're at Madison Square Garden and Union is involved and all of that, and you play 38 minutes over, the proverbial dookie hits the fan.
It was right up there with one of my favorite stories of all time is the Leonard Skinner story when they're playing for the Rolling Stones and they're like, hey, whatever you do, the one rule the Rolling Stones have, you do not walk out on the tongue. And Johnny Van Zant kicked his shoes off. Walks out on the tongue and then turns around and waves everybody with him. And they're all out there playing on the tongue. That is quintessential rock and roll right there.
It is so rock and roll, man. Yeah. You got to have stones, dude.
Yep. All right, here's Marty Smith, Marty and McGee. Will y'all do a show on Independence Day? It's a Saturday show.
We'll do a show on Independence Day. Now, we are radio only in this little 6-week period of the summer every year.
Okay.
So it'll be on ESPN Radio, 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It'll be 6 to 9 for me. Last week almost ended me. I was in Sonoma, so I was on the radio from 4 to 7 a.m.
Oof.
And I don't care who you are. That leaves a mark.
Yep.
And then I took a red eye home the next night.
Yeah, also leaves a mark.
Yeah,
Yep.
WJOX here locally.
Yep.
Are y'all red eye people? Can you handle it
No.
anymore?
I did it back from Vegas this year. Went out there for March Madness, guide trip, golfing, and watching the tournament and gambling. And I made the mistake of letting my wife book it. And I said, I want to go cheapest flights I can so I have more money to spend on golf. And she, are you okay flying red eye? I was like, yes. And then when I got on it, waiting at the airport to take off, I was like, this was a big mistake. And then I had an old boy. I was by the window, old boy in the middle. He kept falling asleep or jerking while he was asleep and hitting my leg, waking me up every 5 minutes. And I get mad, but I don't usually express myself. But I told him one time, I said, listen, this has got to stop happening. It's a full flight. I said, you can either stay awake or lean on the old girl over next to you, but man spreading and touching me, and then and the occasional touching wasn't bothering me so much, but when you start kicking your leg or elbowing me by jerking your sleep, this has to stop. Yeah. We need to both stay awake or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fat lip territory.
Yeah.
Is that when he said, "Oh, by the way, love the show"?
No. I mean, it's what happens when you're back at 32A. I mean, I wasn't near the front of the plane.
You were in the back.
My wife saved $1 or $2 on that flight back. Let me tell you,
back of the cattle call.
I'm sure 6 or 7 of the Amazon boxes that showed up at our house the next couple of days were saved off of that flight back from Las Vegas.
Marty, you and your family have a great 4th, man. We appreciate the time as always.
You guys are the best, man. Great chatting with y'all, and I'll see you at SEC Media Day.
Before you know it.
Down in Tampa. Let's smoke us a good old Tampa rolled cigar when we're down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm not going off on this tangent, but why did we go on a tangent?
Yeah, I'm with you. Trust me.
We've been saying that all year.
Trust me.
What are we doing in Tampa?
Yeah, what in
Dallas
the world?
was bad enough, but what are we doing in Tampa?
Tampa.
Come on, man.
All right, boy. Be good.
All right. Be good, team. Peace out.
All right, see you. Marty Smith with us on the Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys Hotline.
I mean, we're closer to Havana than we are to Como at that point.
Do you think that's actually true?
I don't know. I just made it up. Brooks, check that for me.
Tampa to Columbia, Missouri. Tampa to Havana, Cuba.
Tampa to Havana. This is another one of those great moments that Jim has thrown out a fact.
No, I think you might be right.
You turn into a graphic. This will get a million views.
SEC Media Days is closer to Havana,
this will get
Cuba.
a million views. Find the furthest away.
Or Columbia, or College Station, Texas. I think either one. Or Norman, Oklahoma. Any of those would work.
I think Austin's further in College Station.
Think so?
Yeah.
So, Tampa to Havana is about 330 miles.
It's not even
it's not even
close.
close.
So Tampa to College Station, 1,070 miles.
I mean, it's
So, Brooks, there's your graphic. Find a mileage of every SEC school to Tampa, and then throw communist Havana, Cuba. We're closer to communist Havana, Cuba than we are to this many SEC campuses for SEC Media Days. You're welcome.
Not to mention, you can fly direct from Tampa to Havana in an hour and 25 minutes. And Tampa does not fly direct into St. Louis. So.
Yeah.
Or Birmingham.
Yeah. So do Auburn to Tampa, Tuscaloosa to Tampa, Athens to Tampa.
Yeah.
And it's Havana to Tampa, and that you're welcome. That will go national.
Is the SEC adding Castro University to the conference?
I don't know.
That
What
will
kind of
go
football team they got?
national.
The University of Cuba.
Yeah. If they used to have a bowl game.
By the way,
Auburn played a bowl game there.
It's a slow time in sports. I mean, there is a good chance that this really blows up.
That is a really good idea, and I gotta make sure the timing's right on it. Maybe we'll put it out like the Saturday or Sunday before media days.
Well, you better hurry because we just said it live on this show, and there are people that do what we do that listens to this show.
And they will occasionally take ideas and make them their own.
And they may steal that graphic.
Yeah.
So you may want to regurgitate it after you get it out at some point today.
Okay.
And I would get it out pretty quick here.
To be fair, that guy couldn't make graphics. He took Brooks's graphics and remade those.
I wasn't talking about that guy in particular. I'm just saying that there are a few podcast people that
you never know
that listen occasionally. Especially if it becomes a clip and then it gets sent out on our social platforms, and everybody will see it because that's hot.
Yeah.
But it just dawned on me how close we are to Havana when Marty says, "What are we doing in Tampa?" When I mentioned, because that was my first ever experience in Tampa. I think Ybor City is good now again, but for a while there you couldn't go to Ybor City. But when I first ever went to Tampa, there was outside of a tobacco place, they had young women who literally rolled the cigar on their thighs while on their legs while they were rolling cigars. They were sitting out there rolling cigars.
And I could just buy it straight
put
from
them in
them?
the box. And I bought it straight from the lady.
Straight off a leg?
Them. Yep.
Yeah. How was it?
And it was fresh. It was fresh. It still left a taste in your mouth left a taste in your mouth for 2 days like another cigar. But
right.
yes.
Tastes like cocoa butter.
Were they attractive females?
Yes, and they did seem to be maybe from Cuba. In my head.
Yeah, it felt authentic.
Felt very Cuban.
Yeah, it felt like that's the way you do it there. Huh?
Yeah. So,
do you have to pay extra to get it off the leg?
Well, I tipped out.
Oh, I got you.
And before you asked, she had a top on. It wasn't like we were in a club.
I was going to say, well, what happens if you tip more? What do they roll with then?
No, it is. This was on the streets.
Yeah.
The streets of Ybor.
During the day, right? Was it during the day?
I don't know. It may have been early. It may have been early evening. It was post dinner, I think. But the sun may still have.
She may have had a late night menu.
Yeah. I don't know what happens later on in the night. But that was my first trip ever to Tampa. Yeah.
My only trip was when Bama played Clemson down there, and it was cold and windy the whole time. You remember? The weather was awful for that trip.
Nowhere close to Mons Venus for those that are familiar with Tampa. That's Ybor City and Mons Venus, not in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, we were staying very close to Ybor City. We walked down to Ybor City, right? From where we were staying, as I remember it. Was that not Ybor City?
No, that's near. The last time we were there for the national championship, that was down near the ice arena. Now, Ybor City is sort of like, from where we were, it would be sort of like Civic Center to Hoover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought when we were in that restaurant where we saw our buddy Steve Susi from ATX, where he bought us our lunch.
That was Ybor City.
That was in Ybor City, so we were in Ybor City then.
We did not walk there.
We didn't? We Ubered over there? Okay.
Yeah, Ubered or
I remember us walking
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good restaurant.
No, we got out and we walked a bit.
Yeah.
But we didn't walk from our hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
That trip's a little bit of a blur to me.
I think I'm right about that. I'm 100% sure where he took us was at Ybor City.
Okay.
Yeah, the original
No,
location.
I think it was.
Yeah.
The Columbia is the restaurant name, I think.
Yeah. Tampa's a fine town. It's just not.
It's just bad weather. They can't help that. I mean,
it's not an SEC town.
No, far from it.
In my opinion. All right, one more hour to go. And then we're off tomorrow, so it's a holiday for everybody. And then we're back on Monday. Lance is back on Monday. Brown is gone on Monday, so it'll be a Lance and Dunaway show all week next week. Show being brought to you by our friends at Inverness Country Club. Tell us about Inverness Country Club.
ICCAlabama.com. That is the website to go to. If you're looking for a club home in Birmingham, Inverness Country Club can be that home. You want to set up a tour, simply call our good friend Erin Hilliard. She's a sweet, sweet lady, and she'll give you a great tour of Inverness Country Club. 205-991-8608, 205-991-8608. You'll see a wonderful golf course. You'll see that beautiful clubhouse, the great food, the tennis facility that's world-class, that resort-style pool with a cabana. You'll see all of that, and you'll meet the people. That's the best part of Inverness, the people. 205-991-8608. Ask for Aaron. Get that tour of Inverness Country Club, or just see more online, ICCAlabama.com, ICCAlabama.com. The best days happen at Inverness Country Club.
And the great folks at Odie's, live music all weekend long. Hope you enjoyed the trivia last night. Our friend, was it Brandy? Brittany was at trivia last night. Wanted to know if we were going to swing by there. We didn't make it by there last night. Hopefully you did for trivia at Odie's, but great place for lunch and dinner all the time. Rodney's traditional hamburger, the Diablo sandwich, the great fries, the best ranch in town, the great beer selection, trivia on Wednesday nights, but of course the live music every Friday and Saturday. Odie's locations both in Homewood and Mountain Brook. We're back with the final hour next.
Take the next round anywhere you go with official Next Round gear. Buy yours today at nextround.store.
Dump trucks, delivery vans, tankers, 18-wheelers, 35 types of commercial vehicles share the road with you every day. When one hits you, trust me, the company's lawyers are already moving. You should be too. Over $2 billion recovered. Alexander Shunnarah trial attorneys are ready to fight for you. Call 659-777-7777 or visit alexwins.law for your free case evaluation. Don't wait. Alexander Shunnarah trial attorneys. 659-777-7777. alexwins.law. Physical offices, Birmingham.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Next Round shirts, Next Round hoodies, and Next Round hats are all in one place. NextRound.store. Find your favorite piece of gear from your favorite show and put it in your rotation. You never know. You might be in one of our videos showing Next Round gear being worn all over the world. Find all your favorite Next Round gear by visiting NextRound.store. Place an order for you and that big Next Round fan in your life at NextRound.store. Look your best at work, at school, at the stadium, or anywhere you go wearing Next Round gear from NextRound.store.
Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today. Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from The Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. The Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Final hour of the show always brought to you by our friends at Champy's. This holiday weekend, if you get tired of burgers and hot dogs and pork, chicken is a great place to go and enjoy the 4th of July at champyschicken.com. But eventually, you will get tired of all this grilling stuff for sure. So next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can cleanse the palate with great fried chicken from Sterling as well. champyschicken.com, champyschicken.com. Hand-cut chicken fingers, the Mississippi Delta recipe tamales, and all the great in-house made desserts as well. It's Champy's Chicken, champyschicken.com. I want to do the Big 12 version of what we're doing, the tier system, just so we can complete the power conferences for graphic purposes on our social media platform, just to have a full circle for Brooks to recirculate over the holidays and things like that. But I also want to get this Havana thing out very fast. Is it going to hinder you if...
Are you already working on the Havana thing?
Are you already working on the Havana thing? Can we do this and you still have time to do the Havana thing? And the 40 and 40?
Yeah, I mean...
On a holiday weekend?
You know what you need to pray for, Brooks, is that the Havana thing is not the most viral thing you ever put on social media, because you will never hear the end of it from Dunaway if it goes viral.
All I want is in the group chat. I don't need any outward appreciation. Just in the group chat, when you give the numbers that it drew 1.8 million views, almost as many views as we got for USA Soccer last night, just to say, Dunaway was right, and then blah, 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 blah. That's all I want. Or in the meeting, if Sarah says, "How's it going, Brooks?" You can say, "Hey,
well, Jim
it was the biggest July ever," helped out by the fact that Forrester posted a great video and Dunaway gave us this idea about Havana.
I have not started working on the Havana thing yet. I was finishing up something that I was doing earlier, and I will do my best to get started on that graphic today. I'm leaving town at 3:00 to go back.
You've
to
caught
Georgia.
him on a vacation weekend.
Oh, I've caught him on a vacation weekend. How's your 40 and 40 going?
I'll have it to him tomorrow.
He wanted to have it done early so he could have all the graphics done before he went on vacation.
I know. That's on me.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my fault, Brooks. I'm sorry.
I've already committed to the fact that I'm probably going to have to do some work Sunday evening to get this prepared for Monday.
You don't have to do anything.
I mean, it's not a big deal.
You know what I just realized? I thought I was going to have to type out my 40 and 40 and email it to Brooks, but he actually sent us a link where you just go in and do it in the link.
I'm pretty sure Jim knows that.
No, I know, but I'm just realizing it in previous break.
I mean, I felt bad when I asked him to resend the link that he sent 3 weeks ago.
Yes. No, it's in my email. I found it in my email.
So it's been bumped to the top of Brown's email twice now. Yeah. And it's still not done.
Yeah. But, hey, he did remember to Photoshop out his love handles for our July 1st calendar post.
No, I was saying it looked like he kind of juiced his biceps.
Neither one of those things happened.
The Mount Rushmore photo. That's the one I was saying. He looks like when he's flexing a little bit. See a little bit of vein pop there.
He got a few push-ups in before.
Oh, is that what he did?
A few curls in before he took the picture, no doubt.
I did see some.
He got a little bump there,
just to get a little blood flow going. Yeah.
You saw what, Tyler?
I saw some criticism in the chat
of what?
About your picture.
Imagine that. What did they say?
Well, that you're wearing too much clothes.
Well,
I mean, that's what Ryan's talked about. Unless he was in a Speedo, some people weren't going to be happy.
And even then, it'd be like, oh God, we got to see Brown in a Speedo.
Well, I just never pictured it being green screened.
Okay, well, I knew it was not going to match up to what you pictured. I knew it when I did it.
I wanted you to go like to a local fire department and be on a fire truck. Or
there's still time for that.
Well, I got 11 more months.
Somebody squirting you with a hose.
You know what? Nobody did give me any ideas. I did all of this organically on myself. And
we said American theme for this.
Yeah, that's very broad, and I went American themed.
Yeah.
I mean, I went all the way to the Statue of Liberty.
The show today being brought to you by our wonderful friends at Michelson Laser Vision. Now, hold that one, because we're going to do the viewing menu at the end of the segment. Show being brought to you by the great folks at Crane U, Brownie.
Crane U is, where you go to get a little further training in the crane industry or start that new career in the crane industry. It is at our friends at Crane U. Listen, it is a very lucrative industry, but it also takes some very, very intense training. If you want a career in the crane industry, the first step, get certified, become fully compliant. Crane U helps you do that. But if you're a seasoned professional seeking recertification, Crane U there for you as well. Industry-leading training programs built for all experience levels and backed by a team of more than 100 years of combined real-world expertise. They deliver the knowledge, hands-on skills, and confidence you need to succeed. CraneUOnline.com, CraneUOnline.com to see more. They even come to you for that training. Crane U, you can see more at CraneUOnline.com.
And our great friends at Hoover Toyota, HooverToyota.com. They bring you the drive in and drive home every week, and they also bring you great inventory. Last time I was out on the lot, I looked at some great used cars and trucks. They've got a great used car lot there as well. But as you see the flyover of Hoover Toyota right there, the new Toyotas for 2026 have been fast sellers. They're the best on the road. The Tundras are the most popular truck in America right now. There's no study that backs that up. I just do that by eye test, riding down the road and looking at the golfing parking lot. Tundra. You can get great deals there. The Tacomas, the RAV4s, the Camrys, all the great stuff right there. See the full inventory and go take a test drive with our friends at Hoover Toyota, HooverToyota.com. Let's do the Big 12 tiers now, if you can. Not TEARS, just the tiers of the Big 12. Same 16 categories. I'm sorry I have to ask you this, Brooks. How many teams are in the Big 12? Is it
16?
Oh,
16.
So this will fit perfect.
All right, good.
Like
We've got one for every box.
So we did have real tiers on the emoji for the ACC graphic.
That is true, yeah.
Well, I mean, I say we go ahead and throw national championship laughing emoji here as well.
I think we can do that.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to double up a box.
Yeah. So
if Scott will take me down off the big screen, I can move the I can copy that over from the other graphic.
Okay. We got to cut and paste there. All right.
Again, the categories are national champion, that's off the board. Big 12 championship game, playoff bubble, big surprise, big disappointment, stuck in a rut. Turning the corner, NIL risers, sliders, satisfied with a bowl game 3 years away, best years behind them, surprise firing, hottest seat, worst team, and random logos that our buddy, that's the ACC from earlier, Cal's surprising team. That's the one that sticks out. I've learned through this process.
That's your guy.
16 teams in the SEC, 18 in the Big 10, 17 in the AC, and 16 in the Big 12. I don't know if I'd gotten that all right.
Yeah, if you'd asked me, I don't think I would have gotten it.
All right, so let's do it. Brooks, throw a logo at Brownie if you can.
Stuck in a rut.
Let's just go with the team that's been in the news a lot, Texas Tech.
Yeah, it's a good place to start for him.
I mean, I would go title game. If we're not going to go national champion, which I don't think we should, I would definitely go title game.
That's where I was going to put them. That's a locker in right there.
Yeah, lock that one down. We won't change that.
Yep. Give me one, Brooks.
Let's go with Kansas State.
Kansas State.
New coach.
Colin Klein, Jimmy.
Yep. Little bit stuck in a rut for me lately.
Yeah, but it's new coach.
I know. A lot of people like Colin Klein, so 3 years away could be in the mix. Satisfied where the bowl game could be in the mix. I think you can make a case best years behind them. I don't feel like they have a lot of money.
And so you think NIL slider?
I'm going to put them at NIL slider.
Okay.
And save some of those other categories. The NIL is always the ones that I struggle with the most. NIL slider.
keep thinking of a food menu item.
Yeah.
Yeah, sliders. I like sliders,
Like
too.
if you buy these sliders, it'll contribute to our NIL fund.
Oh, that'd be a good
sliders at walk-ons.
idea. You love those, don't you?
I tell you what, let's go Kansas State turning a corner.
Okay, so we're going to – they don't have NIL, but they're going to turn the corner.
Yeah.
Do it the old-fashioned way and turn the corner.
Yeah. Because I'm worried about another school when it comes to NIL sliding. Okay, give Brownie one.
Let's go with Oklahoma State. Another new coach.
Another new coach. You're going to get that a lot in this league.
I think I'd go 3 years away on this one. You
I
okay
can
with that?
see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I think he can, I think Eric Morris can do some things there now. He's only going to have Mestemaker 1 year.
Maybe two.
Maybe two. You never know this day and age. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So, I'll go 3 years away.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
We may adjust it later on.
Was it last year that everyone was saying the Big 12 had the deepest quarterback conference?
Nope.
Is that gone? Does that exist anymore?
Well, Sam Levitt left the league. A lot of people left the league, and some went to the NFL. So, yeah.
Let's go with Baylor.
Baylor.
Auburn's first opponent.
I'm going to say hottest seat. Is that fair?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, if you look at the rest of the conference, I don't know who else you would put there. So, yeah, I think you could go hottest seat. Satterfield at Cincinnati, I think, is probably on a pretty hot seat, but not hotter probably than Dave Aranda.
We may have to double up with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Give Brownie a logo.
Let's go with the Houston Cougars.
That's a Brownie one. I know where I'd put them.
I can make an argument for college football playoff bubble simply because any team that's in the hunt in this league is on the college football playoff bubble.
That's right. That's right.
Big surprise, perhaps. I don't know how big a surprise that would be. I'd put them on the college football playoff bubble. Is that where you were going to go?
I'm looking.
I don't know who else you would. All right, so here's the thing is I think if you're going to put one in the playoffs, it's probably going to have to be BYU. So somebody's going to have to be on the bubble.
Go ahead and throw BYU as a playoff team.
It makes the playoff, and then Houston on the bubble. I think that's going to be the safest play there.
Yeah.
The BYU playoff.
BYU makes the playoff, so we would have BYU winning the conference title game, and Houston on the bubble. And I like that top line if that's the way we do that. I think we got that right.
I'd like to look a little closer at what BYU has coming back at the receiver position because, they had the kid who was like their top receiver who got kicked off the team and arrested.
That just means you're a contender.
I think Utah is a good place to go with the biggest surprise.
With a new coach?
With a new coach. Is that fair?
Unless you think one of these teams is going to get hot. Yeah.
I just don't think Houston's going to surprise anybody anymore.
No. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
So are we just placing them now, or is Brooks no longer giving them to us?
We're not going to do them random now.
Okay. Nothing has changed. No rules have changed more than once we play this game.
Well, there are no rules, but we still have to do a viewing menu and a 4 down.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing here. Yeah.
And we changed them all at the end anyway.
Yeah, that's right. All
right. Is there another one you're locked in? Worst team in the league?
I feel like that's probably either Colorado or Kansas.
Yeah, for me, Iowa State.
You can make that argument, yeah.
That's not a bad
thought. Let's put Iowa State there.
Let's put Iowa State there.
Yeah. A little change of script right there for Iowa State.
Yep.
Historically, that makes sense.
Yeah. NIL riser is going to be a toughie. Is that Arizona State?
The slider one, I was going to put Colorado.
Okay. I would agree from where they have been.
Yeah.
I thought I saw where Arizona State got an NIL bump for Dillingham, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I was thinking about West Virginia as the riser.
Based on what?
Well, first of all, McAfee is starting to help with that.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but Arizona State, Cincinnati, Kansas, TCU, UCF. There's not a lot of.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find anything on the Arizona. I thought I remember seeing Arizona State. I'm fine with West Virginia there. You got to put them somewhere.
Well, can we put BYU as the NIL riser?
Well, then who are you going to have making the playoffs?
We could put Texas Tech making the playoffs.
And then who are you going to have in the title game?
Have Houston losing the title game.
And then who are you going to have on the college football playoff bubble?
And then put Utah on the bubble.
All right, then who's going to be a surprise?
Surprise could be Arizona.
Okay.
With their like fourth-year quarterback.
Yeah.
Noah Fafita.
Noah Fafita.
Yep.
So what are we doing here? We're moving.
Okay. put
I'm gonna
BYU.
put West Virginia back in the bank for a minute.
Put BYU down to the NIL riser.
Okay.
BYU, sorry, not
BYU in the riser. Move Texas Tech, have them making the playoffs because I think it'll be confusing to people that we don't have Texas Tech in the playoffs. Put Houston in the title game. And now throw on the bubble Utah, and then Arizona is the surprise.
Okay.
Biggest disappointment.
Arizona State.
Arizona State. It's a good place for them.
Okay.
Stuck in a rut.
Who's somebody in the, let's see, where Kansas is what Jay says is stuck in a rut.
Yeah, I would go Kansas. I would put TCU.
Lance Leupold's still the coach there?
He is.
Yes. I'd put TCU in best years behind them.
Yeah, window closed. I thought that too.
Yep.
Never going to get back to the title game.
We got to fire somebody. It's
Oh.
going to be a surprise.
Satterfield's surprised.
I guess.
Yeah, I could see him getting fired.
West Virginia happy with a bowl.
And then Central Florida is what?
We got to put them anywhere we want.
Oh, yeah.
For a free play with Central
Free
Florida.
play. It's a free space. All right.
Yeah. I'd go back to 3 years away
Yeah,
for them
I was about
as
to
well.
say, put them in Oak State. Now
Let Scott Frost work.
Sucks for you because that Oak State logo's big.
Yeah.
You're going to have to size that down.
And the UCF one's pretty big,
I think
too.
Scott Frost may have been there 3 years total anyway at this point anyway.
Yeah. All right. I like that one.
Yeah, I think we did all right on the Big 12.
Wait, do we have a blank lower left?
No, it's TCU's in there. It's just, there's
just can't
not
see
a lot
it.
of contrast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a lot of contrast.
On the actual graphic that goes out, it won't be so dark gray.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's the Big 12 tiers. And we'll take our lickings on social media from the fan bases that hate that. Before we get to four downs, I'll remind you, Champy's Chicken bring you this final hour of the show. Champy's Chicken, Highway 119 in Alabaster. Go by and see Sterling. Enjoy great lunch and dinner. What do you have, Brownie?
Rod says it's easier to arrange furniture on my wife than do this. No, I think the chair needs to go back in front of the window.
Yeah.
Just forget everything I said once.
Can you move that couch over here? Now move it over here. Let's sit on the other wall.
This is much more fun than arranging
You know what we
furniture.
need is a new rug. Let's move everything out, put a rug down.
Okay, next year when
What?
Lance is on vacation right before 4th of July at the we won't even have the World Cup next year to bitch
I
about.
know. That's what sucks.
And I come up with an idea that eats innings for 4 shows during the week. Okay, y'all don't
Well, I
complain
remember
about it so
this.
much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I thought this was fun. I mean, it's
I've
very
enjoyed the
interactive.
heck out of it.
Yeah, last summer I had to eat a segment by telling everybody about the history of corn dogs.
Yep.
God, is it that bad?
I think I was on vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a rough presentation to put together.
Oh, I do remember that. I like that.
Okay.
Don't undersell that. That was good. You had slides.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I remember that.
Central Alabama Asphalt brings you Tyler's 4 downs today.
It is Thursday, so Tyler's got the 4 down. Central Alabama Asphalt and Construction's got you covered on those smaller maybe jobs that you have, like a driveway, parking pad, things like that.
Do you have 4 downs? If not, I can make that
Nope.
4 downs.
Nope.
Do you want to save your 4 downs?
Why is he saving it?
I'm just saying that.
No, let's do it.
Okay.
I want to do Tyler's. Central Alabama Asphalt and Construction. You could see more at centralalabamaasphalt.com or call them if you're in need of a parking pad, a new driveway, maybe a parking lot for a church or a community center or something like that. Jobs big or small. They do a ton of those federal, state, and municipal government roadway projects, so they can handle yours as well. 205-349-0910, 205-349-0910, centralalabamaasphalt.com.
First down.
What song always puts you in a better mood?
That's a good question. I listened to Freebird on the way in today because they were playing it last night at the end. Did you hear them? They played it was a weird music mix at the end. They do Country Roads, which is the team song.
I understand, but can I just say
Why
that?
did we do that next song?
Well, first of all, the Country Roads, listen, it is fantastic when it's West Virginia. Fantastic.
Crowd gets into it. I mean, it's one
Fantastic.
everybody knows. I don't know why it's the American team song.
But for us doing it with the USA and then I mean, Freebird would have been better if we were doing that as our song.
They played just a little bit of Freebird. It was the remix Freebird.
Yeah, they were playing Sweet Home Alabama.
And then they went to Sweet Home Alabama. I'm like, what are we doing?
There was some slow song.
Yeah.
What was that?
It was an Elvis song. It was
I Did It My Way?
No, that's Frank Sinatra. It was Elvis. It was, oh gosh, what song did they play?
Kentucky Rain?
No, it was I Can't Help Falling in Love.
That's an odd choice.
It was right after
love.
Country Roads.
Right after Country Roads, over the stadium. This was not on Fox. This is the stadium playing.
And the Country Roads, I mean, I love the song, period. But it's just so West Virginia. Mountain Mama, Take Me Home, Country Roads.
I don't see the connection. If that's their song, it's their song.
Well, it's just a sing-along song.
Yeah, and I'll give Fox credit. They let the whole thing play out. They did a fantastic job.
I love that.
And I love seeing our boy Puccino singing along. I mean, he was all into it.
Yeah, and I loved all of that. It's just weird. It's so West Virginia.
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't even want it to be Sweet Home Alabama. You know, it would be a great sing-along song, but I wouldn't want it to be Sweet Home Alabama. What song would you want it to be, Jim? I don't know. But
everybody knows Country Roads. I get why they do that aspect of it, but I don't know the connection. I don't know how it became the soccer team song. I know why it's West Virginia's song.
Because we can sing it.
I guess. I can sing Freebird.
Yeah.
Freebird does put me in a good mood. Hearing that guitar solo, I never come away from that thinking, oh, I feel so down.
It's impossible to answer. There's so many songs that put me in a good mood.
Sweet Caroline.
In fact, music is my therapy. My wife has wanted me to do therapy for 29 years. We've been married 27. So 29 years she's been telling me I need therapy. Brown has been telling me I need therapy for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Lance and I both need therapy for 17 years. And I've never gone to therapy and will never go to therapy. Music is my therapy. So the reason I'm able to get out of bed every day and come to work is because of music. So every song makes me happy.
Okay, good.
All right.
Second down.
Happy birthday to Lindsay Lohan. She turns 40 today. Who's your favorite celebrity that really turned their life around?
I've seen, it's a really cool moment. I don't even know what award show it was in, but was it Robert Downey Jr. that did the speech about Mel Gibson? Am I right about Robert Downey Jr.? Who's the guy that played the superhero?
Iron Man.
Yeah,
that's Robert
Downey Jr.
So Robert Downey Jr. So this is after Mel Gibson had, his issues and had a big falling out in Hollywood. Robert Downey Jr. was like, look, I'm getting this award, but at one point I was at rock bottom, and the one person in Hollywood that stepped out and helped me and gave me a role in a movie at his own expense was Mel Gibson. And he made sure that I was sober and that I found peace. And I think it's time we forgive him, too. I mean, I thought that was really cool for Robert Downey Jr. to remember that. So
I do, too. It was a great moment. I agree with you. That's really good.
I can't remember the award show, but I've seen it online somewhere.
I don't know if Drew Barrymore hit rock bottom, but she seems to be in a good place these days. I don't know if Kelly Clarkson.
She kind of was before she was even, legally allowed to drive.
That's right. She had a rough early life.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Clarkson felt like she was down and out for a bit between divorce and her falling out with Reba, her mother-in-law, and she seems to have rallied a little bit. So there's a lot of these as well. But I'll go Drew Barrymore. I've always liked her.
Third down.
Favorite 4th of July memory?
It's not my favorite, but I can't believe one 4th of July. All right, so when I was growing up in Anniston, we had a military base there, Fort McClellan, and the United States government chose to close it, and that cost a lot of people jobs, unfortunately, in Anniston, and it really depressed the economy there. And they knew it. They knew this is tough for the community, so they tried to do something to give back. So the last July the 4th that the base was open, they did this massive concert, and they brought in the most random people. They brought in Kansas, and now this is the 90s, so this is not like vintage Kansas. This is Kansas on the, backside of their career. I think Three Dog Night, and then the the maybe Little River Band. Were there that many bands?
Yeah.
But the headliner was Lee Greenwood. And I'm like, dude, Lee Greenwood has got one song, and it's a terrible song, but I know why you're doing it on Independence Day. But Lee Greenwood's got, what else is he going to sing? Like, what else does Lee Greenwood sing? I don't know.
Just sing it over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, did he do God Bless the USA remix? I mean, what are we going to do here?
Yeah.
That's a random 4th of July memory.
Now a cappella.
Yeah, let's say now everybody's singing
Now
along.
church choir version.
Yeah, but when people are at Lee Greenwood shows, they're only there for that one song. Like, when's he going to sing that?
Yeah, that was a concert where somebody's keyboard didn't make it.
You heard that story?
Oh yeah,
I think it was Three Dog Night's keyboard didn't make it, and they refused to go on without it. So Kansas was like, "Screw it, we're ready to get out of Anniston, Alabama.
Yeah.
We'll go in as quick as you'll let us."
We have no problem.
That's right.
We'll go early.
Yeah, we'll go early. So Kansas came on and did a great show. I mean, if you like Kansas music, I remember them being good.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that they offered their keyboard up to.
Apparently,
go ahead, use our keyboard.
Yeah,
no,
and
we're waiting
the
on
Three
our
Dog Night
keyboard.
guy was like, "No, I only use my keyboard."
Yeah,
like, well, you're by the way, Three Dog Night. I don't.
Right.
You are not the Beatles.
Then you can get in line. We're going to go ahead and go.
That's why Kansas is like, if this means we get out of Anniston by 7, we're in. Let's go.
4th down.
Alrighty, so you may have seen during this World Cup, every other country has their chants and their cheers. So
we don't have a good one.
So what should the U.S. soccer
I don't
chant
know.
be? I've seen some people say that maybe we should just play songs over the loudspeaker
I agree.
and sing them loudly.
Yeah. But apparently not country roads.
And then I've seen other people say that we need to adopt the tomahawk.
Well, I do think
Just
like
because
Florida
it's
State?
yeah, just because it's used by like Florida State, the
Yeah.
Chiefs, the Braves.
Yeah.
Like you've got a good range
I
of
do
sports.
think that would be very good to do that. It's good inside the stadium.
Pretty easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Kelsey had one, but it involved a curse word. But it was something we were chanting the first night, and he heard it. And he's
But
like, "That should be our permanent chant."
Some of these teams, though, like the entire crowd is singing a song together during the game.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the game action's going on. We don't have that. I have thought about that in this tournament. We're so new to this, really, with comparison to some of these other teams, that we just don't have that history like that.
Yeah, like last night, Bosnia, they don't have a chant per se.
I don't even know how many fans they had there.
They apparently they just kept repeating something about tariffs over and over during the game.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
Tariffs?
Tariffs.
Like they were taking a shot at us?
Correct.
They felt that was going to bother us if they're making fun of tariffs?
I guess.
Here is Jason
That's
Kelsey.
the worst trash talk ever.
Jason
the
Kelsey
Australians were good, though.
Yeah.
was on the podcast with Tim Howard, former goalkeeper.
Right.
I hear a lot of the other chants from UK teams and such like that. And then our chant is, "I believe that we will win."
I hate that chant, by the way.
I know
I
you
wasn't a
played
big
over
fan of
there,
that one
Tim.
either.
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of energy and passion in those chants, and not just that, aggression. They're going to be in your face in those chants. "I believe that we will win." That's a little, and then he pauses. He goes,
Yeah.
"We need to step this up a bit."
I agree. I hated that chant.
Yeah. The chant is actually trying to convince ourselves that we can win.
Exactly. We ought to think that going into the game. We don't need
Meanwhile,
convincing.
Brazil doesn't need to convince themselves they can win, so they have a chant.
Bingo.
Yeah.
See, I've always thought that, and now, unfortunately, because of U.S. soccer's popularity among the young kids, like if you go to a high school stadium, every student section does that stupid chant. I believe we will win. I believe we will win.
I would love for Eagles fans or NFL fans to adopt some of the chanting that happens in soccer. He likes to fly, eagle, fly. And he added, "We need some drunken nights at a pub with a bunch of dudes just trying to figure out how we can talk crap," other word, to the opposing team.
Well,
if we all come together, we can come up with a couple of great chants for the Team USA.
No other country in the world that I am aware of, off the top of my head, has anything like USA. USA. I mean, it works for us. You can't do Germany. Germany. Right. It just doesn't work.
Japan.
Spain.
Yeah.
Spain.
I say J, you say pan. Japan.
We left out an A. We left out an A.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bosnia's would have been real hard.
Bosnia. I say Bosnia. You say Herzegovina.
Allah.
All right. This side's Bosnia. This side's Herzegovina.
But to your
Let's
point,
go.
USA works at certain points, but We need more
when we're in the
than one.
lead.
We need more of a soccer-centric
Correct,
one.
and I don't think we'll have one.
We need a song. A chanting song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I want to see U.S. soccer embrace the college football atmosphere because I think that's what actually makes us unique.
I kind of agree with you. Yeah, I think you're right about
the
that.
sport.
Like I have seen.
Just look at our state, the role in the war.
Yeah.
Roll
Right.
in the crowd. War.
Yeah,
in the crowds. If our crowds were just doing that,
I know
it would be good.
This will make you feel that way. I've seen on TikTok these people have mixed in like a goal, and then they've mixed in a college band playing a fight song because they're like, this is what we're used to in the U.S. A goal is scored and a fight song is played. It's actually pretty cool. And then somebody mixed in one where there was a defensive stop, like the goalie stopped it, and they did the Georgia band, dun, 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 or, whatever the Georgia band plays. It's actually pretty cool when they do it. You're like, this would make it a little more interesting for me as a college football fan.
We used to do the back in the 80s, go back into the woods. Something, and your team ain't no good.
Oh, yeah, let's leave that.
Sounds like the Hit the Road Jack song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in our country right now, we could be go back.
Wow.
Go back where you came from.
We're going to win this game.
Yeah.
Some.
Your soccer team is bad and your visa is no good.
What rhymes with a revoked visa?
I think they're just here on a passport, most of them.
Not all of them. Some of them got told no at the gate.
Yeah, some of them had issues getting their work visa situated.
So all right, so our guy that got run out last night, his mom was pregnant in the United States and couldn't catch a flight.
She was so pregnant that at the gate they told her she could not fly.
Right,
that
but she's
was not going to make
where?
it back home. Nigeria, maybe?
She was a Nigerian English.
So what was the tweet last night? That was a
I
great
don't know,
tweet.
like, instead of Nigerian American, he was like, he's
gotcha.
technically, I guess, a Nigerian American.
Yeah, right.
So
but they lived in England.
He has a dual citizenship.
Right.
Maybe tri-citizenship.
Yeah.
But they were like, go ahead and build the statue of the flight person saying you can't get on the plane. You've got
That's such a good statue.
You've got to deliver the baby here.
Sorry, ma'am, you cannot get on the flight. That is a great statue. That's way better than the statues we looked at earlier.
And Pepe on our team was barely born inside the border across the bridge in El Paso.
Yeah, he's listed as born in El Paso. Dunaway told me there's some speculation, maybe gone into labor on one side of the bridge and came over. The husband was like, hey, get
I
your
was
butt
reading
on the
a
other
story.
side
He
of
has
that bridge.
an amazing story. They were really poor. The dad was 20, mom was 16. They were living in a trailer right after he was born. And then as he got to be good at soccer, they sold the trailer, their home, just to get enough gas to drive him to this elite soccer camp. And then they started living out of their car so that he could continue his soccer dream to play for the USA. Last night. I mean, if that doesn't give you chills, let's go.
It's the true American
How's
success
Tom
story.
Rinaldi not telling that story
I know.
last night?
Well, he's waiting for the round of 16. More people watching. He rolled the dice that we were going to win last night.
Yeah.
He believed we could win, dare I say.
Oh,
That's terrible cheer. I hate it. I hate it, Tyler. I've always hated it.
Like, even when that first
It's
started,
cringy.
my friends and I would make fun of it.
It's cringy. Yeah, I hate it. That's 4 downs.
That was 4. I thought it was 2.
That was 4.
We did 4?
We did
Yes.
4.
Wow, blacked out.
And you say I'm the one that's already on vacation in my mind.
We do our group of 6 tiers when we come back. We do have beer and menu and trash when we come back. The show being brought to you by our friends at Hemp Hill Services.
Hemp Hill Services, the place to go when that heating or air conditioner is not running just as it should. It's not going to be the heat for a little while. It's going to be the air conditioner. Good Lord giving us the heat. You're going to need the air conditioner inside. And you want to make sure it's running properly, especially this time of year. Hemp Hill Services, the place you go for that. If it's not running right, flowing right, or draining right, it is Hemp Hill Services. They've been doing it in Birmingham for more than 75 years, so you know they can be trusted and can take care of you. Make sure you've got this number saved in your phone. Just open your phone, put in Hemp Hill, save this number, because the moment your AC goes out, you're going to want it. 205-229-2090. 205-229-2090. It's Hemp Hill Services.
Follow Brownie on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan Brown Live.
When a motorcycle accident turns your world upside down, who's going to look out for your family while you're healing? Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys is here for you, fighting for injured riders and getting families the compensation they deserve. The consultation is free. They don't get paid until you do. Alexander Shunnarah Trial Attorneys. Call 659-777-7777 or visit alexwins.law. Don't wait. Call 659-777-7777. alexwins.law. Physical office, Birmingham.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Never miss anything from the next round when you listen on demand through the podcast platform of your choice. Apple, Spotify, iHeart, or Google Podcasts. Wherever you listen, always like, follow, subscribe, and turn on automatic downloads so you catch every part of the next round. Listen anywhere in the world at any time on the Next Round podcast feed, and support the show by following, subscribing, and turning on automatic downloads on any podcast platform. Thanks for always making the next round a big part of your day.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing.
Hey, Lance Taylor from the Next Round to tell you about one of our favorite places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is Hamburger Heaven since 1982. Hamburger Heaven has been serving Birmingham's best hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, hand-spun milkshakes, and sandwiches made fresh to order. All of their ingredients are fresh and prepared daily. This includes their beef, always fresh, never frozen, hand-pattied each and every day. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, visit any of the 4 locations, Highway 280, Irondale, Gardendale, and Homewood.
Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from the Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service.
40 and 40 voter John G. If you would, check your spam. If not, I'll try to get Brooks to send you another one afterwards. Russ, check your spam. If not, I'll get Brooks to send you one afterwards. We'll start our 40 and 40 on Monday, but if we send it to you today, you need to get them back in pretty darn quickly there. We start our 40 and 40 on Monday. We look forward to that. No live show tomorrow. Show being brought to you by our friends at Champy's Chicken, champyschicken.com. Yes.
In the chat, there's a recommendation that we use LSU's version of Neck and put Uncle Sam in place of Tiger.
Oh, why not? Let's do it.
I mean, it is, well,
wow.
That is a bit off color, but probably fits better than a tiger anyway, so to speak. You got to know what the LSU fans say for that to make sense. I'm not going to say it here on the show. bit off guard.
Before we do the viewing menu, real quickly, Forrester's microphone, please. Last night, after their big come-from-behind win at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Forrester, what did the English fans do?
They hit up the Atlanta Braves game, and they pick I guess it's an English thing to choose one player and jump on his bandwagon.
And it was Michael Harris last night, and it sounded something like this. Surprising the English guy caught it.
I mean, I have yet to see international people that don't seem like they're having the time of their life over here.
Well, just think about it. If you planned for 4 years a 1 month vacation.
Yeah, it better be good.
Yeah, there you see Michael Harris, social media afterwards, celebrating with the English fans.
That's cool.
Way to go, Michael Harris. Braves win last night?
Ooh. I can tell you the White Sox didn't.
The Rays did, by the way. Tampa Bay, heater right now, 3.5 games in first place. Braves last night, they did win.
Yeah, they're up. They're the 5-1.
Yep, 2.5 game lead over the Phillies to 50 wins. Tampa Bay got to 50 wins last night. They've won 7 in a row, Tampa Bay has. And the White Sox at 45 wins, lost last night, 6-4 in the last 10, starting to cool off, and only a 1-game lead over the Guardians.
Starting to cool off.
Yeah.
Hey, big one this weekend though against the second place Guardians.
Oh, hey, big series.
Let's do Major League Baseball tiers, Brooks.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Michelson viewing menu brought to you by our friends at Michelson Laser Vision.
969-8100 to get that risk-free evaluation from our friends at Michelson Laser Vision. Just tell Amy you want Lance Taylor's fighter pilot vision. He was basically legally blind before getting LASIK surgery from Doctors Mark and Jennifer Michelson. That's a father-daughter team. They are pioneers in the field. Perhaps they can help you as well. Get that risk-free evaluation to see if LASIK is right for you. MichelsonLaserVision.com or call 205-969-8100.
Can I make a case
that
we save trash unless there's a trash story we have to have? That
I haven't even read it yet.
That could make your weekend a little easier to have it ready to go for Monday with Lance's back.
Well, here.
And we just end the show with the viewing menu and talking stuff until the end? Is there any newsworthy?
Yeah, there's one. Let's pull out the Netflix stars they propose.
Yeah,
Jim's already mentioned that
Jim
one.
brought it up briefly.
Okay, so we'll hit that one. That's what we're going to do.
But first, the viewing menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So today, only one new release today, and that is Young Washington. This is the story of George Washington before he was president, when he was testing his honor, loyalty, and courage by fighting in the Revolutionary War. And as alliances crumble and the frontier erupts into battle, he must confront not only his enemies, but the man he's becoming. So if you're feeling especially patriotic this weekend, go out and see Young Washington.
I mean, is it like Young Washington walking past a barn door and a scantily clad woman trying to lure him in?
Georgie!
Yeah. Come on in, man.
No.
And he's like, I cannot tell a lie.
I cannot tell a lie. Yeah. You're not very good looking.
And you smell like a barn animal. By the way, the Larry David show, did you watch episode 1?
I want to see it. Is it good?
I did not find it enjoyable.
Oh, man, that's disappointing. That looked like that had some promise.
Now, I'm only 2/3 of the way through episode 1, but I turned it off.
What do they cover in episode 1? The Revolutionary?
The Declaration of Independence.
Right.
Then it was World War I in the trenches, which was really worse than the.
Oh no!
Yeah,
awkward.
It was not good.
I'm trying to get home to her, and he goes, "Eh." Is that the highlight of it?
What does that sound mean?
You're saying my wife's not good looking? Oh, she's fine.
And then what was the third one that I just couldn't stomach? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, inventing the telephone. So it's just not funny, huh?
I know when Lance gets back, Larry David holds a special place
I didn't think Lance would like this, though, honestly.
So far, it did not seem good at all.
Yeah.
The first, I would imagine you got to have some good stuff thrown out in the first episode.
Yeah, I mean, your first episode needs to be strong.
And that very first bit about the Declaration of Independence,
Not
I thought
great.
was
Not
wrong.
All right. I'll stay away from that one then.
Yes.
Tomorrow, The Backrooms is releasing its director's cut with an extra 15 minutes of exclusive footage. This movie has absolutely been crushing it at the box office. Kane Parsons becoming the youngest director to hit #1 at the box office.
Wow.
Guy's only 20 years old.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yep. And he's just been working in his bedroom using animation software like Blender to make his YouTube channel. And now he's doing, real movies.
Yeah. By the way, Blender would have been a better name than Tinder for a dating app.
That's true. You're
that
blending
would have
like
been a
people-
good
yeah.
name.
You're absolutely right about that. Yeah.
And then Sunday, we've got a special re-release. I might not be attending it just because it's going to be slammed with great World Cup action all day Sunday. But if you are interested, it's the 85th anniversary of Citizen Kane, starring and directed by Orson Welles. It's you got to want to get through it.
Yeah, I've never seen Citizen Kane. I don't even really know what it's about. If I could guess at the plot.
All right, take a stab at it.
Take a stab.
Have you seen Citizen Kane?
Yeah, a couple times.
I'm going to say Citizen Kane is a man falsely accused of a crime, and he's trying to get a fair trial in the United States.
No.
Okay.
Citizen Kane is almost this look at William Randolph Hearst.
Mhm.
That's the main
The newspaper
guy.
owner?
Yes, and it's the
Sounds boring so far.
the entire movie is basically a parallel to him and criticism of how he ran his business.
Yep. And treated people. And then on his deathbed,
Rosebud.
he remembered some joyful times from his childhood.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the
Rosebud
person-
was the sled.
And the person he should have been.
Okay. That was not a good
It's
sales job
not
on
up
me.
your
Yeah,
alley at
I
all.
don't think I'm going to like Citizen Kane.
I think if you were to watch a movie from like that era of filmmaking,
Uh-huh.
I think you would really enjoy Casablanca.
Okay. Yeah, I've not seen that either. That's a love story.
Yes, love story set during World War II in German occupied
Okay.
France.
Yeah, no, that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
World War II. Yeah.
Do you know, though, I got this from film class, that Rosebud, the big reveal at the end, that Rosebud is the sled, that the Crying Game also used that genre for this big reveal at the end as well. a different type of Rosebud.
That's not a sled.
Yeah.
That's-
And then finally on viewing menu on Peacock, Stars, and also available for rental on Prime. It's one I watch every 4th of July, and that's Jaws.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just a fun
Jaws.
movie.
Yep.
One
You
of the
love it. You
greatest.
and Lance love Jaws.
Yeah, bring that back on Monday. You and Lance will.
Yeah, it's his favorite movie, I
That
think.
is-
isn't it?
I think it's his favorite movie.
Yeah, well, we were planning for 4th of July weekend to do a special next reel where we're just talking about Jaws
Yep.
for
Yeah.
a good 45 minutes.
Yeah, you can still do that next week.
Yeah, that flies
Yeah.
anytime, I
Yeah.
think.
Yep.
So this story about these Netflix stars.
Brought to you by our friends at Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. This is our quick trash version.
So we've got photos of this, do we? So I didn't know this happened, and now this photo is everywhere with people putting their own message on the flag, and I'm like, where did this come from? So you actually closed the gap for me here on this. So
So you
Angela,
didn't see this when it was happening live?
I did not, Jim.
Oh my God! I was on social media when this was happening live, and it was all the news reports.
So they were streaming this live?
All the New York stations were carrying it live. The ABC, NBC, CBS affiliates when they were up there, because they're masked. They've got hoods on, so
Right.
they don't know if this is a terrorist attack or what at this point.
Oh, they thought it could be a terrorist attack.
Yeah, so nobody knows what's going on. You can go up to the 102nd floor, but you can't go to the 103rd floor. So they got to the 103rd floor through access on the 102nd floor.
Okay.
But they still can't figure out how they got there. And their daredevil duo, who live in New Jersey, Russian descent.
Yeah.
And that's a Jimi Hendrix lyric that's on the flag.
When
But
the
it became
power
a-
of love beats the love something.
Yeah.
Well, they're
the
now
love of
arrested.
power.
They're now arrested.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, they're arrested. Yeah. Angela Nicolaou and Ivan Birkus have been arrested. 1,454 feet above downtown Manhattan.
Yep.
So I would have to propose to my fiance while the part behind my balls are tingling.
Well,
because
it's funny you said this when I was watching it, Brown.
did your balls tingle a little?
They did.
I told
They did.
you.
As
And
I
you
was-
when I
as I
first
was-
brought this up.
Now I was at home by myself, but when it was happening, I was like, I can't watch this.
Again, it's not the balls; it's right behind the balls.
Yeah.
As I like to point out, when everybody says, "Brown, are your balls tingling?"
So
No,
it's a taint. It's a taint.
Yes, correct.
Tickle.
Because I keep thinking, because they do this with no security. There's no ropes. There's no anything that keeps them from falling.
Terrible. I mean, this is the dumbest thing ever.
And I just kept thinking, okay, they've climbed up there. They're going to blow up this tower and kill themselves. They're going to commit suicide.
No, he's just going to propose.
But he proposes on the deck, and then they unfurl the flag. But they're on top of. And I got a buddy, Shane Horrell, whose company used to climb these type towers. They're not always the most secure things in the world. This was insanity watching this.
Yeah.
The depth perception is really what throws me off. Like just seeing how far everything is in the background.
Yeah, I
and
know.
How high up they are. That's the part that's like, whoa.
I mean, just the wrong gust of wind and that
God.
flag
Yeah,
can
I
knock
can't
them
even
down.
watch it. I can't even watch it. I hate heights.
I mean, look how high they're standing up there.
I know, right at the
now
top.
somebody has to change that bulb on that light for the airplane.
Right, but they're
and
tied
that's what
off.
my buddy Shane Horrell's company does.
Yeah, I've seen TikTok videos of guys that do that, like on radio and TV towers and stuff like that.
But there have been people in that industry that have died. The tower
That's right.
has collapsed.
Yeah, I mean, you're tied off, but if the tower collapses, being tied off does you no good. Yeah, that's terrible right there.
Yeah, but that aerial, that helicopter, that's insane. I mean,
wonder
just look at the platform he's proposing on.
Yeah.
Look at those skyscrapers, how high they are above the skyscrapers.
I mean, what's going to be terrible is if they get divorced like 2 years later.
And by the way,
they
she
did all
has
this, they end up
ugly
divorced.
hands.
Yeah, that is the I don't like that nail with her fingers.
I don't either.
Yeah.
She has short, stabby fingers.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
And
she's
those
got a
long
mask
nails.
on. I don't know how
Yeah.
attractive she is. She's
Yeah.
got a mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were doing this for Instagram publicity. Why did they wear masks? May I ask?
They didn't want to get arrested.
So you don't get arrested.
dude, they got
you know,
they got arrested right after they
that didn't work out anyway.
They got arrested right after they got down.
By the way,
why are these bank robbers wearing masks?
I know.
if they're carrying it live on all the local affiliates, there's a good chance they're waiting on the 102nd floor for
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
know how you got on the roof. Yes. I mean, literally, I think they got back down off the tower and got arrested. So the mask really did no good whatsoever.
Yeah.
That was, they
I
overthought
was-
this one.
I don't think we sent anybody up to get them. I think we let them come down. I would hate that somebody would have to go risk their life to try to bring them down.
No, I'm going to let them come down to me.
That's not worth it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
come down or you fall off.
Yeah.
I think
I'll
I
stay right here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw some body cam footage from an officer climbing up there.
No, thank you.
He had to climb up there?
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
not all the way to the top, just to the platform.
I think he deserves to retire today. That should
Yeah.
have been the deal. I'll
yeah,
climb up
not,
there.
not like just the platform that they were on. That they
Full
proposed on.
benefits, I retire.
Yeah.
If I go up there, when I come back down, you sign my papers, full benefits, I retire.
Yep.
And they're known for this too. This is there's been some stuff come out about their Instagram page.
right.
Like they're like daredevils that climb up on all these buildings and take these like scandalous photos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Steven in the chat says we needed Mexican Batman to get him down.
I know. I know.
Or
Didn't
just
they call
tape him to just duct tape him to the tower. Let him stay up there a couple of days. See
Yeah,
how they
you
like
like
it.
that.
Whiskers on
Yeah.
the face.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Draw some whiskers on
Wow.
that stubby-handed face.
Terrible.
All right, that is trash today. That is the show today. That's the week today, and that's the first 249 years and 363 days of our country.
That was very well put, Jim.
When we come back, we'll be 250 years old, and
Don't look at day over 249.
and I've been around for a lot of it now, right? So, I mean, technically, I've been around for more than 1/5 of it. How about that?
That's
How about
that's
that?
hard to think about. Yeah, you've seen a lot.
I've been around for 1/5 of America. More than 1/5. That's crazy to think of it that way. We're a young country.
We really are. Well, boy, we've gotten it right. We've messed a lot of things up, but we've gotten it right overall.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect.
Nope.
Nobody's perfect.
Nope. I wouldn't live anywhere else in the
And
world.
my
though.
wish for the next 250 years is that we get it. We come together a little bit more.
I agree. Just let's pretend like we're watching U.S. soccer all the time.
That's right. And it starts with us.
Well, if everybody would think just like me.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, because I want everybody to think like me. I'm not affiliated to the Democrats or the Republicans.
Yeah,
I'm right in the middle.
That's
I want
right.
to do what's best
Sure.
for America.
That's right.
Why can't everybody want that? Brown, why can't everybody want it?
I want it.
You don't want it?
I want it, Jim.
You want it? I want it.
I want it.
Tyler, do you want that for your beloved Argentina? You can't get mad about this the way you treat Brown's trip to the bathroom on the show. You
What's
can't
that?
get mad about me picking on you about Argentina on a day when America is mourning the loss
Wait. What's he joke about me going to the bathroom?
Oh, you being a meat peeker.
A meat pick.
It's the dumbest joke back there.
Oh, by the way,
Right.
I don't know if you came up with that on the fly. That was pretty good on the fly.
Ridiculous.
All right, Brooks.
That's not how I need to
Back
be.
it up, Terry.
That's not how I need to be sent to vacation.
Brooks, should we do a special show now? We do Tears of the Sunbelt Tears?
I don't know.
You got any graphics
How
this
close to
weekend?
Havana
Is
are
that
you?
Havana thing ready yet?
Yeah, is it ready?
Yeah. All right. Until next time, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.